sound right, boy.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Damn it! FIFA's trying to sabotage me again! I've been sabotaged by FIFA! You know what? We'll do it again, hang on. You are looking live at only 350,000 in attendance here this evening. Unfortunately, there appears to be some... Stephen, not now! Now you're... Stephen! What are you doing? You madman! I'm being censored by Stephen and FIFA! Stephen, thank you very much for the bits. What a disastrous start. So this is a hangover from my USB woes earlier this week, where I had to unplug my microphone numerous times while I was trying to work out what was going on with my USB ports. Of course, we are boasting a whole 2K of resolution on my brand new camera. But as a result, clearly my microphone has uncoupled itself from my PC. Now, everything's fine. Maybe Stephen might be in cahoots with... He may be in the pocket of Big FIFA. Who knows? It's difficult to say. Stephen, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Apparently, there is some sort of other sporting event on tonight. Never heard of it, personally. Who bloody knows what even that is? Hello, PlayStation Nation. Are you there?
Hello, PlayStation Nation.
They are indeed there. Yeah, someone said it's coming home, but as far as I'm aware, the only thing that's coming home tonight is wrestling. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you've had a lovely day. It is time for BENXT, where we witnessed the fallout of last week's titanic Billy in the Bank pay-per-view. We crowned 2 Billy in the Bank briefcase holders. One of them was, of course, James Worm from Monday Night Babs, and the other was Grimace, get this, also from Monday Night Babs. Now, I don't know if these guys are going to be able to cash in their briefcase for a championship opportunity or not, or maybe we need to prod them in the right direction. I'm not entirely sure, but we shall see, certainly, as we go forward tonight. I hope you've had a lovely day. And welcome in. I really appreciate you joining me this evening. Tommy Gunn 0151, thank you for the resub. 12 months, an entire year. 12 months because I forgot to resub. Hey, that's all right. I appreciate you subbing at all. Unfortunately, I missed these live as I decided it was time to lose weight and get jacked. Hell yeah. Still see you in all the VODs, my dudes. Oh, amazing. Best of luck on your journey. You're gonna get Hinch. I believe in you. We all believe in you. Also, a big thank you to Melo Dino for the resub. 14 months. Thank you very much. Hope you've had a lovely day. So, we got some wrestling to get to. We just had Billy in the Bank, as I said. We crowned 2 Billy in the Bank briefcase holders. Those 2 individuals can have a championship opportunity at a time of their choosing. Pippa the Cat, I can see her. She's in my eye line. She's a little way away. She won a championship on Billy in the Bank, as did a couple of other people as well. Leon Sex Kennedy reclaiming the Monday Night Babs World Championship from his husband, Chris Alpha Redfield. Among other exciting developments. Thanks, Ben. We made you fast. Let's get me Jack. jacked. 5 stone down so far. Bloody hell, Tommy. Nice job. That is not insignificant. Proud of you. Keep at it. But obviously, lose weight in a healthy manner. Don't do it in a dangerous way. Just take care of yourself. But that's incredible. What a milestone. Lord Brotovich, 70 stream streak. Ben, you better not jinx it actually coming home. I realise I am in football's home on Sunday. You are. Yeah, you're coming to the UK, Lord Brotovich. And I don't know if I would survive it coming home while I am there. When's the final? Don't tell me. Is the final this week as well? Because it could well have come home already. I don't know. Sunday night. Yeah, you would be. You would be in the UK. Whoopsie. Well, let's just hope it doesn't come home then. Any updates on the Esports World Cup fiasco? Thank you for asking. So I submitted a ticket. Those of you who didn't see this at the end of last week's stream, I had a sponsored stream opportunity. We were going to react to the Esports 2026 World Cup opening ceremony. And they handed out the wrong timings to everybody. They gave everybody a 3-hour window to tune in. I had plenty of time at the end of last week's stream. And then it turns out that the opening ceremony was only for an hour and they'd fucked off like an hour and a half beforehand. Absolute piss take. And so I raised a ticket. Twitch got back to me and said, we're aware of it, we're looking into it, and that's all I've heard. I've chased them up, haven't heard anything more than that. Bastards. Bunch of bastards. And therefore, there are no World Cups that we're acknowledging. We're boycotting all of them, apart from the fact that I may do a little screen capture of the score once the game goes live. But we'll talk no more about that. We've got at least 2 hours football free, and that's exciting. So there we are. We've got some other stream streaks here. Gman1002, 5 stream streak. Lost my streak recently. I blame Twitch, but keep up the great work as always. Love watching along every week. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. There are other ones as well that I've missed here. Deadeye Mini, 70 stream streak. I mean, it's no 69. Nice. But Big Twitch won't let us celebrate that one, so this will have to do. Still momentous. Thank you, Deadeye Minis. Not as good as 69, as you say. Plushy Labs, Jennykin, 7 stream streak. Is football real? I don't think so. I'll be busy finishing off Cursed Shauna this stream. Fantastic. Got a sneak peek at that. It is certainly everything I bargained for. Hoodlum Amnesium, 45 stream streak. FIFA is sabotaging my 45 stream streak. What won't they sabotage is nothing sacred. Listen, I don't dislike football, right? I just don't have time to watch it because I watch a real sport, which is wrestling. And I just don't have enough time in the day. But I tell you what, the World Cup's been doing my fucking head in this last month because they have counter-programmed my streams on multiple occasions and it has rocked me to my core. Furious. I'm furious. I will not be sad to see the back of it. I'll say that much. Right, I'm scrolling up. Donax on a 75 stream streak. Thank you very much, Donak. And are we caught up? I think we might be. I'm scrolling back down. There we are. Fantastic. Here we go. Ben doesn't dislike football. Ben dislikes England and English people. Ugh. Yeah, they're gross. I hate them. Get them out of my sight. Glad I'm not one. Yeah, sorry. No, football doesn't exist. You're absolutely correct. My bad. My bad. Well, anyway, getting back on track, this will be our final stream of this week. Thank you very much to everyone who's joined us. We started 2 new games this week. Dead Space yesterday. And of course, Spider-Man on Monday, where we had no technical issues whatsoever. And it is on that note that we welcome our newest member of the BENXT roster, the spectacular Spider-Pants. He's here and he's ready to tussle. Took me ages to get the little spider logos on his pants there, but he's in. He's ready. Now, I mean, I don't know if he's wrestling soon, but he's on the roster, and that's what truly matters, is it not? Is that not what truly matters? I've got football fans in my street, and every time there's football on, they have a group gathering that consists of boos and shouting. Then when their team loses, they start arguing amongst themselves, causing police arrivals. So I never look forward to football. Bloody hell. See, it's pretty easy in the UK, certainly in England at least, to know if a goal's been scored in either, well, certainly where I am, either in a Newcastle game, where's my thumb? Either in a Newcastle game or an England game, because you can hear it outside. You can hear people yell. No, I can't. I'm talking in hushed tones now. I absolutely have no fucking leg to stand on here talking about my neighbours because the stuff they must hear through the wall that I'm yelling about, they just they just heard me shout about being censored by FIFA, right? And this isn't complaining at all. They're lovely. Love our neighbours. But yesterday, I knew when Spain scored because I could hear it. Anyway, let's leave that where it is. We're here to talk about wrestling, so it's fine. Wrestling is happening and there's no football, okay? Absolutely no football whatsoever. What are you talking about? There's no football on screen. Football's not even being acknowledged. So you shut up, all right? We'll come back to that maybe at 8 p.m. Dr. Goblin, 120 stream streak, 120. Ben, we can't be angry at the World Cup as we currently have custody of Hatsune Miku and we simply cannot give her up to Argentina without a fight. She must be subjected to more English culture. I don't know what that means, but I trust you because you're a doctor. All right. Let's remind ourselves where we got up to. We, of course, started the Monday Night Babs after Billy in the Bank at the end of last week, and Peter Austin retained his Vidiots championship in a hard-fought battle. And we're starting today's show with the weekly defense of Nathan Cake's Tesco KX Championship, or rather as it's known temporarily, the Tesco Cake X Championship. Hello, Pippa. Can we get a comment from you? Stop headbutting my lights. I need those. Hey? I'm going to grab you. Oh, she's backing away. I got you. You're fast, but you're not that fast. Ah, she's kicking me in the face. She's kicking me in the face. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. She's not interested. Doesn't get more clear than that. A foot to the jaw. Put me down. Nathan Cake. Sorry. Just got to remind ourselves of what's going on. Nathan Cake is on an absolutely unreal run of form recently. He won the PlayStation Nation Championship from noted chat villain, Lord Brozovic, and since captured the Tesco KX Championship and has defended it successfully. Has he defended it twice? I'm consulting the spreadsheet. Let's have a look. Where are we? Monday Night Babs. Nathan Cake successful in defending, and I can't go any further back than that. He certainly defended it at least once. It may well have been twice. He is entering an unprecedented, potentially fourth week as Tesco KX champion, and he's got to defend it now. We already spanned the wheel. We did that last week. Fanny Craddock, Rim Flare, German Checkers, and the other half of P-Volution, Triple Flush, all vying for the Tesco KX championship in a tables match. That's where we're beginning tonight's show. Predictions will be live in a moment. Massive thanks to the mods on deck. Not necessarily Lord Brozovic, who is a villain. Noted villain. There's an asterisk and everything. There's a whole Wikipedia page about how much of a villain he is. Big thank you to the mods for being here, who are in charge of the predictions. Get those BENXT bucks wagered. We're in for a good night of wrestling. I'm excited to hang out with you and not talk about football at all. We definitely won't. Do not look in the top left-hand corner of your screen. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Okay, so apparently the Hatsune Miku thing is a Twitter meme, is it? Totally passed me by, I'm afraid. But hey, if we're looking after the blue-haired robot girl, then you know that's a responsibility that we should take seriously. So there we are. Right, let me get my music queued up. Ben, is that Rim Flare in the middle? It is. That's Rim Flare. Nathan Cake, Fanny Craddock, Rim Flare, German Checkers, and Triple Flush. Let's get our first match started, shall we? Here we go. First match of the night. You don't want to fight me, Lord Brozovic. You can't box with God, my friend. You can't box with God. Arms are too short.
The following contest is a fatal five-way tables match and is for the Total Mixed Championship.
Oh, yes, man. Nathan. Nathy, Cakey 2 belts.
From Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 319 pounds, the Total Mixed Champion and the Pure Stampede National Champion, Nathan Cake.
Nathan Cake. as I said, has been untouchable inside the squared circle in recent weeks. He's not even doing his customary march to the ring, doesn't need to. The gold over his shoulder and in his hand proves he is what he says he is. And tonight, he could further his legacy. If he loses the championship tonight, it's nothing to be ashamed of. He's had a hell of a run, and he will go down in the history books as being a very good boy at wrestling. Very good boy, and then in brackets, at wrestling. I can't speak for his manner on a personal level. I don't know if he's polite. Certainly he's good at wrestling, we know that much. A very good boy at wrestling. That is a fact, at least. And that is analysis for you. Bring out the first challenger. I said bring out the first chat. Hello, is it? Oh, no, here she comes. Lots of booing from the audience here. Joet1118, thank you so much for the resub. 7 months. Cake. Yes. We love it. Thank you. There is the 305 Dalmatian coat. Cook, Fanny Cook. She's here, and she's awful. Fanny Craddock makes her way to the ring. I'm consulting the spreadsheet here. Let's see what it tells me. Not a single solitary championship to her name. She has challenged for the Tesco Championship before, was unsuccessful. Tonight, she could change that. But we've got a couple of additional champions joining the match this evening, one of which is coming out now. And of course, representing EE Tim's P-Volution, that is. One half of the tag champs.
And representing
GRIMACE Flair.
from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds.
And I want to close up on those belts there. Let's get it. I can't tell from this distance, but I believe, yes, those are the new designs, courtesy of Danji's Designs, the new excellent tag team belts, the first time we're seeing them. Really, really good. There's a nice close-up there. Hello, Ben Cooper, welcome in. And thank you, Trailing Badger, for the stats. Prediction numbers, Nathan Cake 29%, Fanny Craddock 24, Rimflare 25, German Cheggers 11, Triple Flush 11. Thank you so much. Rimflare, not just an expert of tag team titles, he did win the Aldi Red Thunder Championship over on BENXT before he was drafted to Monday Night Babs. As did this next man, who is not currently a champion, but is looking to properly represent Brot Means Bread here and capture the Energy Drink Championship over on Monday Night Babs.
Representing BNB from Germany, weighing in at 224 pounds.
Keith isn't dead. He wears lederhosen and he enjoys bread. You can put that on a fucking tea towel, alright? Put that on a bloody tea towel. Keith, former Aldi Red Thunder champion, still looking to make his mark over here on the Monday Night Babs roster. But we've got one more person to arrive. And that is the other half of P-Volution's Monday Night Babs Tag Team Champions. The terrifying Triple Flush. Triple Flush, of course, who not only has also won the Aldi Red Thunder Championship, but since arriving on Monday Night Babs, has won this championship previously as well. He didn't manage to hold on to it for very long, but he has already held it, looking to become a two-time champ here tonight.
And representing Evolution from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds. One half of the middleweight Raw Tag Team Champions, Three Flash.
Three Flash, pretty close, no triple apparently. Hello BTJ, how you doing? Howdy there, Ben and everyone. Happy BENXT and Dynamite Day. Piss off, football. How dare you counter-program BENXT? I assume they have again, but don't really know. Yeah, football is happening. Not for another couple of hours, though, so we're all right for a while. I hope you're all right. Triple Flush making his way down to the ring. And let's get this championship tables match underway. Will Triple Flush become Flushy 2 belts? I hope so. Imagine. Both Rim Flare and Triple Flush, were they to win, would become double champions here tonight. Oh, sorry, watch out for the splat. Didn't warn you. I'm sorry if that took you by surprise. Immediately, Triple Flush takes it to the double champ, Nathan Cake. Fanny Craddock watching on. Oh, and there goes Nathan. And there goes Keith in the background, courtesy of Fanuel Craddock. Rim Flare in the foreground, taking it to Keith. Triple Flush continued. The boos raining down here as Rim Flare climbs out and over to the top rope. What's he looking to do to poor Keith? We can't really see. We're getting a terrible angle because apparently the only thing we need to look at is Fanny Craddock versus Triple Flush. Hello, Board Anton. Welcome. Double underhook there from Nathan. Powerbomb position. Oh, Rim Flare. We've got some P-on-P violence there as Rim Flare takes down his tag team partner and drops an elbow. No, Triple Flush out of the way. Oh, thrust kick from Nathan Cake. Drops Fanny Craddock, and the champion is focused. He's the only man who's turned his attention properly to the tables so far. Climbs back into the ring. Doesn't have enough time to pick it up because Fanny Craddock interferes. We get a nice close-up on Keith on the outside. Up goes Rim Flare, and down he goes, courtesy of his tag team partner. Somewhere EE Tim. A single solitary tear. What the heck? Like cat-like agility there from Triple Flush. A single solitary tear rolling down the cheek of EE Tim as he just wishes, he wills for his boys to work together. Triple Flush, butterfly German suplex. Interfering, Nathan Cake doing the one thing that the people in this match are meant to be doing, which is setting up the table. It is Fanny who's going to set it up. Fanny intercepts Keith. German Keith, sorry, that is. We've got two Keiths, I always forget. Nathan Cake. He's caking up on the outside. Double foot stomp from Fanny as Triple Flush rolls to the outside. Has a little breather for a second. And once again, these two very close to the table. We've seen accidental... Oh, God, he just... Triple Flush just attacking us at home. That's absolutely not on. And I think Fanny might accidentally put Keith Chegwin through the table. I don't know. We can't see. It's a terrible, terrible angle. I can't believe Triple Flush would attack the audience like that. Absolutely uncalled for. Oh, and a hammerlock. Oh! What? Well, if that isn't just peak dynamic cameras there. German Cheggers won the championship off screen, and he brings the gold home to Brot Means Bread. Oh dear. All of the action was happening inside the ring, and the dynamic camera thought, let's show Triple Flush. This is where it ended, presumably. German... Oh, and it cut away again. Is this the end? We legitimately do not have an angle. Oh no, Fanny! Oh no! Oh no, she's stuck! Referee, help her! She's been crucified in the corner. What is... No! What an absolutely insane start! What the bloody hell happened? In the background you can see it. Oh no! Fanny Craddock's been strung up on the ropes there. It's absolutely disastrous opening match there. Real mishap there on the part of the production truck. Fanny Craddock just sort of glitching out in the corner of the ring. German Cheggers wins the championship off screen. We do not even we simply do not have an angle to actually witness that in full. That's an unreal match ending there. Perhaps one of our best. Let's see if we can get another look at Fanny having a... Oh, there she is! Okay, here we go. Pay close attention to the bottom right-hand corner of this replay here. Fanny Craddock, it turns out, has not left the ring. And she's having a... Slithering back in there. Oh, dear. Referee looks like he's going to do his job and check on her, and he just walks straight past her. He's not interested. She'll be fine. If we can get some medics out, please, to check on Fanny, that would be great. She's currently defying the laws of physics, and I don't think her joints can take it. Terrible. Anyway, congratulations to German Cheggers. A sad night for Nathan Cake. His incredible run has come to an end, sadly. But the Brot Means Bread locker room will be cheering here this evening as one of their boys brings home the gold. Up next, this rivalry continues. It's currently, I believe, 2-1 to the Drinks Fairy in this ongoing saga. Les Freaking Go, of course, lest we forget, attacked a referee a few weeks ago and was, as a result, shaved. And for the next few weeks, at least, he will be known as Freshly Shaved Les Freaking Go. And tonight, as smooth and aerodynamic as he's ever been, looks to get his loss back and level out this series at 2-2. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we'll get shenanigans, maybe we won't. I don't know. Let's find out. And here comes the Drinks Fairy. Predictions are now live. Drinks Fairy.
It's scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, the
Drinks Fairy making her way to the ring. Currently embroiled in this ongoing feud with Les Freaking Go. Of course, you are looking at a former two-time Little Kong Strong champion over on Pip Down. And she does lead this bitter rivalry with Les Go 2-1 currently. Let's see what the world's sexiest man 2025 can do about this. Drinks Fairy warming up, ready to go. And, oh! Inspector Gadget's caught astray, it seems. Oh, I don't know what that's about. Is the Drinks Fairy meant to be cross? I'm not sure. It appears that Les Freaking Go has attacked Inspector Gadget backstage, and these two now exchanging blows to start this match. Oh, God, can the referee even step? Oh, no! Referee being shoved, and a double punch, and the referee's caught. What is it? Is it a fight or is it a match? It's a fight. It is officially a fight. This is no longer a match. We will honour the BENXT bucks that have been placed here. I'm going to set a timer because these things can go on for ages. Unfortunately, Inspector Gadget, for whatever reason, has been attacked by Les Freaking Go, who it seems, after being shaved, has not decided to change his ways at all. He's still being villainous. He's still being naughty. And he better be careful. I'm not really sure what else Monday Night Bab's management can take from him. Maybe they can take those yellow flip-flops away. Maybe he'll lose his pants. I don't actually know. I'm really not sure. What more can this man lose? Drinks Fairy with a moonsault. Shave his skin. Well, what happens to the Drinks Fairy now? She also shoved the referee. That was a double thing. I feel like a little bit of argy-bargy is okay. Of course, we'll have to check with Monday Night Bab's management. Les Freaking Go punched a referee in the face. I'd argue that's a little different. Invert his cards. This is now a fight between these two. I don't know if this victory will count in the standings. I'm assuming it will. Drinks Fairy currently leads, of course, 2-1 in pinfall victories in this series. But a brawl is a brutal way to settle the score here. We're going for a knockout now. Pinfalls, submissions, they do not count. First person to be knocked out is the loser. Drinks Fairy perching up there. Oh, caught by Les Freaking Go. Oh, and a sit-out powerbomb. Almost, was there like a Liger bomb, I imagine is what you would call that. A running sit-out powerbomb. Back elbow from the Drinks Fairy. Les Freaking Go looking particularly alarming with no hair at all. And how does the Drinks Fairy prepare for a matchup like this? She, of course, knew that Les Freaking Go would be cross. He'd be furious. He'd be looking to get his win back. So motivated, certainly. But was she prepared for a shaved Les Freaking Go, potentially having less wind resistance, more aerodynamic, maybe able to sort of glide and cut through the air with a lot more ease than he's ever had previously? Perhaps the most dangerous Les Freaking Go we've ever seen in a stunner there from Les Go. And back up to his feet. He grabs the Drinks Fairy. Sets her up on the ropes. What is Les Go looking to do here? He bounces off. Wow, absolutely incredible. He does seem to be more athletic for losing that fur. And now we're going to go to an exchange of blows. Big right hand. And another from the Drinks Fairy. And a chop. Oh, and a drop kick. Absolutely textbook there by the Drinks Fairy. Les Go didn't really get a look in as she leaps to the top rope. Les Freaking Go down. We're about 3 minutes on the clock so far in this one. Hello, Scott. Welcome in. Oh, and she takes him down. Incredible athleticism from the Drinks Fairy. Springboard. Sparkle splash. Incredible. And he's still down. Oh, and a standing shooting star press for good measure as well. Drinks Fairy pulling all the tricks in her book out. She's now going for a cattle mutilation submission. That's not what this is, actually, I don't think. Anyway, she's going for a submission, which in brawls the computer loves to do, even though it doesn't actually result in a victory. And the Drinks Fairy does have two finishers. Catches him with an enziguri. Les Freaking Go is seemingly hulked up. He's got himself a purple health bar there. A little bit of additional stamina, which he's going to need, quite frankly, as the Drinks Fairy goes to the top rope. Again! Oh! And Les Freaking Go is in danger. This one might actually be over very quickly if the Drinks Fairy can go for a second finisher, but she's going to go for a submission. Again, this is a very weird thing the computer loves to do. Can the Drinks Fairy put away Les Freaking Go? He rolls out of the way. And now it's the Drinks Fairy who's on the back foot as Les Go counter from the Drinks Fairy. One more finisher would put this thing to bed. She doesn't have Les Go on the ropes anymore, though. That danger is over for now for Les Go, although he's getting pretty close to it again. Once his red health bar runs down there, it will say danger. And that's where a signature or a finisher would do it. Oh, and he takes down the Drinks Fairy with a signature of his own. And now it's Les Freaking Go, who apparently is looking to maybe hit the RKH. Wow. And just like that, the Drinks Fairy's in trouble. And Les Freaking Go got the Les Freaking memo as he might be going for a second one. Oh, Drinks Fairy with the counter. That was so nearly it. Les Go knew exactly what he needed to do. Needed to hit that second finisher. Drinks Fairy, though, saw it coming. Able to counter it. And now Drinks Fairy to the middle rope. Beckoning for Les Go to get to his feet. A boot will send him away. Oh, misses with that one. And Les Go rolls out the way. Doesn't get out of the way of that, though. The strikes and then a kicks right to the mush. And a kip up from Les Go. And a knee right to the face of the Drinks Fairy. What a match between these two. Again, it's not a match, though. It's a brawl. Oh, and a running knee. Drinks Fairy down again. And Les Freaking Go could be closing in on getting this series level at 2-2. Oh! Slingshot leg drop. Garrotting the Drinks Fairy on the outside. Les Go. Elbow drop finds its mark. Drinks Fairy in a world of hurt as Les Freaking Go. Showing again incredible athleticism. Back to the top rope. What's he looking to do here? Drinks Fairy back to her feet. Wow, look at that arm drag. And Les Go's got a signature. If he hits this, and then he hits the resulting finisher, it's over for the Drinks Fairy, but not so. As she keeps going in this one. Oh, and a bit of a stalemate maybe. A little bit of confusion. Les Go eventually sent into the corner there in the top right. Oh, counter from Les Go now, who puts the Drinks Fairy in that same position. Les Go taking his time. Misses with that wild forearm. Oh. Look at that from the Drinks Fairy. Les Go basically went through the ropes. They're not really sure what happened. And down goes Les Freaking Go, who is stunned. Drinks Fairy has him exactly where she wants him. Up to the top rope. Drinks Fairy, wow, look at that. That's 630. But that wasn't enough to put Les Freaking Go in the danger zone. She goes for the submission again, absolutely baffling. It doesn't matter if Les Go taps out here. It doesn't count, but he's able to escape. And he gets back to his... Oh, Drinks Fairy showing incredible agility there. And DDT, look at that. Unbelievable. Scott, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. I appreciate it. Oh, and Drinks Fairy misses there. Up she goes and down. Does the go home button work when it isn't a sanctioned match? Yes, it does. It does work. We're currently at 7.5 minutes of this match. I'm trying to work out what would be the best time to pull the trigger on the go home. Les Freaking Go calling for something here. Oh my God! Oh no! Completely biffs it. And now it's the Drinks Fairy's turn to strike. Les Freaking Go, freshly shaved, in the corner. Scoop slam, down goes Les. Up goes the Drinks Fairy. Could we be about to see another 630? Oh no, the knees got up. This is the problem with these brawls. They are constantly reversing one another to an insane degree. Les Freaking Go countered by the Drinks Fairy. Neither participant in this match has gotten the other. Wow, look at that. Into the danger zone for a while, and I say that. And Les Freaking Go is now in the danger zone, but the Drinks Fairy doesn't have a big move because she messed up the first one. Hello, Scarf of Jericho. Welcome in. Drinks Fairy needs to capitalize before Les Freaking Go can get out of that danger zone. She doesn't have long. What's she looking to do? If she goes for a submission, I swear to God. I swear to God. 8 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. 10 minutes seems fair, I agree. Once we hit 10 minutes, we're going to hit the go-home cue and we're going to see who comes out on top here. Les Freaking Go is the one with the signature, although the Drinks Fairy does now have a finisher. Could she put it to bed before the 10-minute mark is up? That would be lovely. Scoop slam has Les Freaking Go exactly where she wants him for this 630. Oh no, Les back to his feet. Drinks Fairy has absolutely mistimed it and she sits on the floor from a great height. That's very dangerous. Really, you should sit on the floor from a much lower height, ideally. Almost sort of the lazy man's Blue Thunder Bomb there from Les Freaking Go, who is still in the danger zone. Slowly rolls out. Drinks Fairy stunned. Multiple strikes and head scissors takedown from Les Freaking Go, who is still in the danger zone. Drinks Fairy rolls out the way. Les Freaking Go rolls out the way. Incredible matchup between these two, even though it isn't actually a match. This is to level the series 2-2 if Les Freaking Go is victorious. Drinks Fairy pulls away at 3-1 if she wins. Up here, can she hit her finisher from here? I don't actually know. Les Freaking Go getting back to his feet. Drinks Fairy, I don't know what that was. Maybe there was a banana peel that someone put there. She slipped off in rather dramatic fashion. And we're officially at 10 minutes, so I'm going to do it. The go-home cue is happening. We are wrapping up the match. Let's see what happens. All bets are off. Time to hit your big moves. Oh, is it time to show off, though, the Drinks Fairy? She walks straight into a right hand and an RKH from Les Freaking Go. And that is not good for the Drinks Fairy, who isn't in the danger zone. Unfortunately for her, Les Freaking Go does not have a finisher or a signature to hit her with. But that is a terrible start to the end of this match as he bounces off and he does a forwards roll. Very good, Les. Very good. Mum, watch me. Mum, watch me. He's done it twice and he's knocked himself out. He's knocked himself silly. He's absolutely stunned and he's ripe for the picking here from the Drinks Fairy, assuming she can actually do it. He's absolutely buggered it for himself. Drinks Fairy scoop slam again. Could we be about to see the 630? And this thing could be put to bed here by the Drinks Fairy. And it's over. I can't believe he did that twice. Wow. Absolutely unreal. That there from Les Freaking Go was just a textbook example of Mum, look at this, watch me, and then they just do the most unremarkable thing imaginable. He did it twice and he actually knocked himself out. Unreal. Well, a huge victory here for the Drinks Fairy after being jumped by Les Freaking Go and turning that match into a brawl. She now moves up in the series 3-1. And I don't know what freshly shaved Les Freaking Go can do from here. We will have to see. We will have to see. Up next, another rivalry match as the thickest there is, the thickest there was, the thickest there is, the thickest there ever will be. Shauna goes one-on-one with Paul the Schnauzer. The brain was in the shaved hair. He's lost all the grey matter's been shaved off. He's a very interesting organism. Is our Les Go. World's Sexiest Man 2025, lest we forget. He doesn't need brains. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful man. Is he more beautiful now that he lost some of his hair? I don't know. It's up to you to decide. Okay. Predictions are live. Shauna, of course, will be presented in wide vision, assuming there are no shenanigans that cause the entrances to be scrapped, which is entirely possible. Let's get this thing started. Wager those BENXT bucks with reckless abandon, my friends. It is time. Shauna, Schnauzer, one-on-one. Let's do it. It's a bit too sexy, isn't it, this song?
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, Shayna!
Close enough. Shauna, a relatively new arrival to the roster. Can't miss her, though. Really sort of captures the eye. Catches? That's what I'd say. Really catches the eye. Going into battle here tonight against Paul Schnauzer. And here she comes. Someone who we don't want to see represented in wide vision, who doesn't deserve it. Whoa, the power pose. Is Big Paul. Let's get him out here. God. Good, there we are. Right, we're back in regular vision now. Sad, I miss it. I miss wide vision.
And her opponent, from wherever he wants, weighing in at 273 pounds,
Paul Schnauzer, the villain, yelling at various members of the audience. There's no one there, Paul. There's no one there. I mean, there's people there now, but like back there was nobody. Just shouting at ghosts, really. Hakuna Patata, thank you so much for the resub. 14 months. Very much appreciate you. Thank you. 30 seconds of ad prison because I forgot to sub earlier. Hello, Ben and Thick Chat. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the subscribe. And also a massive thank you for watching without an ad blocker on. I mean, I know it's inconvenient, obviously, and you've subbed to, so you don't have to look at ads. But the fact you're even doing that in the first place means a lot. Appreciate you. Let's get this match underway. Two titans of the Monday Night Babs division. The only thing on the line here is bragging rights. Oh, Jesus, as Paul Schnauzer just backs it all the way up into that corner. And we're on the way. Schnauzer grabs a hold first. Asserting himself early on. Oh, and a big clothesline misses us. Shauna ducks underneath, delivers a European uppercut and an elbow of her own. Hello, Paul Painting Plastic. How are you? Just wanted to say my baby girl is doing great and has opened her eyes today. Have a great stream. Yes, that's huge news, Paul. I'm really happy for you. That's fantastic. All the love to Mum as well. Hope you're both doing great. Schnauzer punishing Shauna. Oh, he's doing this again. Ooh. I mean, that should just be illegal, really. That doesn't seem right. He shouldn't be allowed to. It's just a vicious move, isn't it? It's nasty. It's indicative of the man himself, really, Mr. Schnauzer. Just brutal, horrible offense. Elbow drop as well to the sternum and neck area of Shauna. And of course, if you know Shauna, like we all do, She's got a very long neck. There's a lot of neck to hit. Presumably there's a windpipe in there somewhere, if not all of it is the windpipe. I don't know. I don't know the anatomy of Pokemon. Or women, or Poke-Ups. Regardless, Shauna being victimised by Paul Schnauzer here. The cancelled one. Slowly building towards his signature offense. Enziguri to the back of Shauna's head as Schnauzer goes to the top rope. Shauna prone. Schnauzer, the thick boy. Oh, drops the double axe handle. Oh, and he very nearly caught Shauna as she went back into the ring. Shauna begging for Schnauzer to get back inside, and he does, and immediately gets backed up to the rope by the much smaller Shauna, but he's able to battle out of it. Big right hand from Shauna. Chop as well. And it appears now we're going to be trading blows. One of our favourite things to do here as part of the wrestling. And again, if you want to make good friends with someone at home, why don't you try trading blows? Could be fun. Could also really hurt. Looks like it hurts, to be honest, so maybe don't do that at all. Slaps and chops and strikes from these two. Schnauzer calling for it, and these two now. The action breaking down as they just start punching each other square in the face, and unfortunately for Shauna, she's coming off a bit worse for wear here. Up onto the shoulders of Schnauzer, and down goes Shauna. Picked immediately back up by Schnauzer. He could be closing in on some signature offense here as he puts Shauna in the corner. Counter from Shauna, though. She's back in this thing. She's got a signature as well. Oh, and there it is. Thundershock. That Thundershock pump kick from Shauna. She could be going for the thickest there is. Oh, no, she went for it, but she missed. Disastrous as Schnauzer looks to cancel Shauna. He has her up, and Shauna slips out the back door. And that's a devastating loss there for Shauna as she went for her finishing maneuver. The thickest there is, but Schnauzer was able to counter, and Schnauzer ducks out the way, but doesn't get out of the way of that. Rolls into the cover. Shauna looking for a cheeky victory as the referee slides all over the place. Very close, only a 2 count though. What's the exchange rate for blows at the moment? I think it's 1 blow to $6. Thereabouts, I think, anyway. Springboard crossbody. So there's a bug that just flew in front of my face. Get out of here. You can't be watching the wrestling for free. Get out of here. Shauna to the top rope. Frog splash. Squeezing the life out of Paul Schnauzer. Shauna lifts him back up. Schnauzer eats a kick and another kick and another kick and another kick. But he's able to throw her off relatively easy. And Shauna. Oh, there it is. Schnauzer categorically cancels Shauna. They're in the middle of the ring, but no, only a 2 count. Well, that is very impressive from Shauna. But how long can she stay in this match when you've got someone like Schnauzer breathing down your neck? The Monday Night Babs universe is chanting for them to fight forever. I don't know if that's legal, quite frankly. Oh, and there's another big bit of offense from Schnauzer, who is immediately going for a second cancel on Shauna. And he's got her, and he's choking the life out of Shauna. Is Shauna going to give up here? Paul Schnauzer into the cover. Paul Schnauzer has just countered Shauna, and he made it look easy. Shauna did have some moments in this match. There she hit the Thundershock, but when she went for that finisher, she was countered by Paul Schnauzer, who, quite frankly, makes it look easy, defeating thick Shauna here tonight in rather impressive fashion. And watch your backs. I think he's about to break out into the universe and start yelling at people again. We should probably cut away before he does something that's going to get us all in a lot of trouble. I don't know what, but it's Paul Schnauzer. You never know. You simply never know. Right, now this is a weird one, because Grimace is Miss Billy in the Bank. She has a briefcase that has a guaranteed championship opportunity in there. And Hannah Montana is, of course, the Monday Night Babs Women's Champion. So if Grimace beats Hannah, Grimace is going to become the Women's World Champion and also have the briefcase for a guaranteed opportunity. Now, you can cash that in on any champion, so it's not necessary that she challenges for the World Championship because of it. But for some reason, the game has seen fit to have Grimace challenge Hannah, and I'm not really sure why. But either way, we could crown a brand new Monday Night Babs Women's World Champion here tonight in our main event. So, predictions will be live in a second. It is a huge opportunity for Grimace, who's chasing her first World Championship here since joining the Monday Night Babs roster. She has held gold already in the form of the Tesco KX Championship. She's had one opportunity at the Women's World Championship so far, and that would have been in the inaugural episode where it was a multi-person match. But now, she gets her one-on-one match that she has always wanted. Because all is to become Grimace. Grimace is all-consuming. The Grim Ace of Monday Night Babs. Unstoppable, unavoidable, inevitable. What if she wins the title? She's going to have a briefcase as well. Maybe she cashes it in on Nathan Cake. Who's to say? Maybe Grimace holds all of the championships at the same time. I don't know. We'll have to see what the Monday Night Babs management has in store for us, quite frankly. Could be utter chaos. Regardless, we can delay no longer. It is main event time, and it is World Championship time on this episode of Monday Night Babs. Let's get this thing underway. The Purple Icon versus John Cena's biggest fan.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw Women's Championship.
Thank you, Mike Rome. Thank you. I know we talk of it often, but we simply must once again shout about quite how accomplished Miss Billy in the Bank Grimace is. Obviously currently the Billy in the Bank briefcase holder in the women's division. She's also a former two-time BENXT Women's Champion, a former BENXT Wide Champion, a former BENXT Aldi Red Thunder Champion. Since coming to Monday Night Babs, she is a former Tesco KX Champion, and tonight she could capture a World Championship here as well. And if she loses, she's got that briefcase. Maybe she just cashes it in after like a 5-minute break where she has some biscuits, just replenishes some energy levels perhaps, and then she's ready to go. Either way, we'll see what the champion has to say about this. And undefeated since the beginning of Season 2, although I'm not entirely sure if she's actually defended her championship yet. She may well have done. It is Hannah Montana. And there it is. The esteemed Monday Night Babs Women's World Championship. Currently held by that woman, Hannah Montani, who walks solemnly into battle. Went through some sort of wilderness years over on BENXT, but has certainly found her footing again since arriving on Monday Night Babs, beginning things in a huge way. But will her reign continue past this evening? It's time to find out. And now for the introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Mount Olympus,
The Grimace here, looking confident, as confident as a Grimace can look, of course.
and her opponent from Montana, the Raw Women's Champion, Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana, Women's Champion. Camera doing a very good job of basically showing almost none of her whatsoever. Incredible work in the production truck. Hello, Shy Bees, how are you? Welcome. Title shown to Grimace. And the referee will now show it to us. That's a lovely championship. We're, of course, not challenging for it. It is Grimace who is challenging for it. I hope you're keeping up. It's quite simple, but I hope you're keeping up nonetheless. Referee checks both participants are ready, and immediately a running crossbody from the champion drops the challenger. Point of the elbow across the face of Grimace. And another quick elbow, this time to the chest sternum area of the purple phenom. Hannah Montana rolls Grimace over, stamped to the back of the head. Good start here by the champion. Obviously came in with a game plan. Is looking to execute on that. Misses with the elbow though. Grimace able to get out of the way. This is something that people often don't account for with Grimace. Bad miss there from Grimace. Is that despite her size, she is an incredible athlete. Very, very fast. Very sudden. Oh, basically almost dumped Hannah Montana on her head there. And now Grimace starting to feel confident. But a right hand countered by the champion. And a boot to the midsection. Head scissors. Takes down the challenger. Hannah Montana lifting Grimace up once again. Grimace now eats a kick to the midsection. Code red from Hannah Montana. And Montana up to the top rope. What's she looking to do? Diving crossbody completely misses. That is unfortunate. Grimace is ready. Connects with a couple of strikes. Hannah Montana sent into the ropes. Grimace misses with that one and misses with that one as well. Perhaps the pressure getting to both the champion and the challenger here, but it's Grimace who connects with a massive right hand into the cover. Kick out at 1 from Grimace. Hannah rolls out the way, ducks under. Oh! It could be time for the 5 moves of doom from Hannah Montana. From her legendary tutor, John Cena. And Hannah could be looking for the Montana knuckle shuffle here. You can't see her. Off the ropes, Grimace not doing anything about it, and that fully connects. Brilliant work from Hannah Montana. Is she going to go for the FU? We shall see. Grimace with the counter though, and Hannah sent over the top rope. Brings her back in the hard way. Right hand misses. Hannah Montana doesn't connect first. Grimace gets her off the ropes. Back elbow, champion down. Absolutely non-stop in this one so far. Hannah Montana got a finisher in tow. Grimace nowhere near that point just yet. Short arm lariat from the challenger. And Grimace maybe going to the top rope here. We don't see her up there very often. Massive splash and it all connects. Oh no, maybe, I think Hannah actually got it. I think Hannah got her knees up potentially. A monkey flip there from the champion. And now momentum has swung back in favour of the champ. Hannah scoops up. Oh, and hangs up Grimace in the tree of woe. Grimace completely powerless there, stuck. As the champion forces her boot into the face of Grimace, into the cover. That could easily be a rope break. Referee says it's fine, only a 1 count. Still a long way to go in this match. Potentially, Hannah Montana with a finisher could end this thing relatively quickly here, and she could be going for it now. Oh, she misses. I don't know if maybe she thought Grimace was closer. Decides to go for a scorpion death drop instead. Grimace gets straight back to her feet. Grimace throwing all caution to the wind here tonight. She keeps sacrificing her signature bar in order to stand up early. I don't know if it's working out for her because she's not been able to hit any of her big offense, but either way, they managed to get her out of that sticky situation. But now Hannah Montana with another counter. Grimace on the back foot once again in the corner. Hannah, you can't see her. Big run and another monkey flip, and over goes Grimace. Hannah now potentially going to hit this FU, and Grimace's title aspirations could be over here for tonight. Oh, dropkick easily swatted aside. That's very interesting. I think that's the second time Hannah Montana has tried to go for her finisher, but she's been stood too far away, which is really weird. Maybe it's because Grimace is so big. I don't really know. Either way, world's strongest slam from Grimace. An awful long way for Hannah Montana to fall. And once again, Grimace picks up the champion, and look at that power from the Grim Ace of Monday Night Babs. And Grimace backing it up. The McNuggies! The McNuggies! There they are! Devastating application of Grimace's McNuggies there. And Grimace closing in on a signature and a finisher. Elbow drop. Grimace calling for Hannah to stand back up. Could Grimace be going for the Grimace shake here? No, Grimace misses and misses again. That's the second time we've seen her do that, but she finally connects. And she has her up. Big backbreaker from the challenger. And a counter from the champion immediately. Now Hannah Montana, what's she looking for? Just bumps into each other. Perhaps Grimace feels a little alarmed and upset that Hannah Montana appears to be wearing a shirt and shoes made out of other Grimaces. Oh, and here it is. Oh, look at the strength of the champion, the FU from Hannah, but Hannah's absolutely knackered. She's crawling into the cover. Could this be it? Is Hannah Montana going to retain her championship here tonight? No, kick out at 1. Bloody hell, Grimace with a kick out at 1. The Monday Night Babs universe for the second time tonight, chanting fight forever. Only a 1 count and we could be going for a second Montana knuckle shuffle. Good morning, Nate. How are you? Welcome in. And it connects. Flush. Grimace's title aspirations could be over if Hannah Montana can connect. Oh, but Grimace interferes. Oh, but she misses again. It seems these two just don't know where the other person is. The spatial awareness is completely off in this match. They have no idea where the other person is at any given time. Grimace just body checks the champion. And now Grimace with a signature and a finisher. Could she be closing in on her first World Championship on Monday Night Babs? Hannah Montana walked over to the corner. Oh, and it's Hannah who's busted open now. Grimace with a headbutt. It could be time for the McNuggies. Oh no, she's going for the Grimace bomb. Up to the top rope. Grimace with all of that weight, all the way down on the chest of the champion. And Grimace could win it right here. No. Hannah Montana just escapes. Women's wrestling, chant the crowd. Grimace toying with her food now. Just kicking her in the face, but Grimace still has a signature now, just trying to choke the life out of the champion. Grimace really was trained by Hiroshi Tanahashi, you can tell. You can tell, it's obvious, yeah. Anna buys herself a little bit of time here. Manages to get Grimace down in the corner, looking to punish the purple phenom with several strikes. And I thought Grimace had caught the foot there, but she hadn't. Grimace to a seated position, but then crumbles down. Hannah walking Grimace over to another corner now. Oh no! And down comes Grimace. That's an awful long way to crash to the canvas from the top rope. Hannah Montana looking to follow it up. What has she got in store here for the challenger? Scoop slam there from Hannah as Grimace trying to roll to the outside. Doesn't get there because Hannah was in the way. And Hannah only too happy to take advantage. She ducks under and a leaping shoulder tackle. I think Grimace just glanced. A glancing blow off Grimace. And both the champion and the challenger have a signature and a finisher. So this once again is going to come down to who pulls the trigger first. Uh-oh. She's going to back it up. It's the McNuggies. Oh, goodness me. Oh, no. We've had to censor it. We've put it behind a post there. It was so disrespectful to the champion. Imagine if Grimace were to win off the McNuggies. She goes for a big splash from the top rope. Or the middle rope, I should say. Momentum very much in Grimace's favour here. She's got 2 finishers. And what is Grimace going to do? Grimace puts her in the corner. And here we go again. It's time for the Grimace drop. All the way from the middle rope. And once again, the champion in dire straits. I don't know if she's got the wherewithal to kick out of this. She's done it again. Look at the surprised expression on Grimace's face. She is as shocked as we are that the champion managed to kick out there. Hannah Montana not going out without a fight here. She wants to walk out of this thing still as champion. Code red again. Incredible stuff from Hannah Montana, who locks in a submission. Is Grimace going to tap out? Is Grimace going to tap out to Hannah Montana? Championship on the line. Imagine if Grimace can't hold on here. She's right next to the ropes. Is Grimace going to give up? Hannah Montana has that locked in tight. Referee waves it off. I think Grimace maybe escaped or Hannah Montana released the hold. Either way, Grimace is not looking good right now. Hannah to the top rope again. Grimace down, going for a super Montana knuckle shuffle. Grimace got out the way, but she spent too long beckoning for Hannah to get back to her feet because there's Hannah again. Drop toe hold, rolls over Grimace into the cover. Surely she's not going to win off a drop toe hold. Imagine. No, it's a 2 count. Okay, Grimace still alive. Hannah gotta stay on the advantage here, gotta stay on the aggression. She doesn't have anything in the way of big moves at the moment, but she can stop Grimace from hitting hers. Hannah creating a bit of separation. She has a little, she's psyching herself up here. Oh, she just smashes Grimace off the apron there. Falls to the outside. Championship cannot change hands on the outside, of course. This will need to finish inside there. Mr. Higgs Boson 7-string streak, thank you very much. Wow, bit my mouth there. I bit my cheek. Ow. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Higgs Boson. Yeah, cheers for that. Thank you, I hope you're well. Wow, that really hurt. Okay, up to a count of 4 now. These two, of course, have until the count of 10 to get back inside the ring. Grimace knows that. Hannah Montana knows that. Hannah could use this to her advantage. If there's a count out, regardless of who's counted out, the title will not change hands and Hannah will walk out as champion. Grimace is playing a dangerous game. Hannah Montana is unconscious on the outside. If she doesn't bring her back into the ring herself, no one else will. Where's she going? Oh, God, she's having a bit of trouble finding the ring. What's she doing? The referee's even stopped counting. We're up to a count of 9 now. Oh, God! What are you doing? No! No! Oh, God! Absolutely disastrous end to that match. Grimace could not see any way to get back into the ring there. It was too difficult. There was too much stuff in the way. I'm sure there's a part of Hannah Montana that's maybe not proud of that retention. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Grimace does still have that Billy in the Bank briefcase, and she will, of course, I'm sure, cash that in the weeks ahead. But certainly Hannah Montana escapes with a victory here tonight. Greatest of all time, apparently. I'm calling bullshit on that. Wow. That was a really good match until it wasn't. We have had some spectacular bugs so far this evening, and quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned, I hope it continues. I hope we continue to get some really, really weird bugs. They've done one of those patches again, haven't they? Patch note, fucked it again for you, just fucked it again. It'll be fixed next week, but we fucked it again for now because we know you enjoy that sometimes. So there we go. Hannah Montana is victorious. According to the history books, she is victorious. But if you watched that match, I think we all know that there was a very good chance it could have gone the other way. Is there a way to change the ring count out from 10 to 20 since you dislike count outs so much? There could well be. The thing is, I think the count out poses reasonable danger, and I do like it. And we don't have count outs very often these days. That's the first one we've had in a long time. It's just what are they doing? What are they doing? It certainly used to be a few years ago that as soon as the referee hit 5, the computer-controlled characters would disregard all previous commands and just get in the ring. Like, that was their sole objective, was doesn't matter what anyone's doing on the outside, I'm getting back in the ring. Not so. Although I think Grimace, to be fair to her, she was trying, but she couldn't work it out, bless her. She couldn't get it done. She couldn't hello headphones, she couldn't get the job done. Right, well with that, it is time for the next episode of BENXT. Are we ready to see what the computer serves us? We will, of course, be cutting one of these matches, as always. We will be spinning the wheel because the Aldi Red Thunder Championship will be on the line, up for grabs. Here we go. Let's see what we got. We're starting off with a 2-on-2 tag team match. Whoopi Goldbat and Stink Wings versus Dave Benson Phillips and Neil Buchanan. Lieutenant Hank Anderson goes one-on-one with Kat the Writer. E.E. Tim goes one-on-one with Michael Jugson. Will Pisspray with Pistian Cage and Piss Stratus in his corner takes on Admin. And in the main event, Pistian challenges Cannon-Headed Appleboy for the BENXT Wide Championship. Ooh, I'm enjoying that we're getting some championship defenses. That's nice. That's fun. So we need to cut one of these matches. I mean, you know, I do love the tag matches. They do go on for a little while though. So I'm really sorry to all of our tag team wrestlers, but I think it might be time to go to these. Get rid of E. Tim. He always wins. It's no fun. But then we don't get to hear Michael Jugson's theme. And what if Michael wins? He might not win. He might not win. Hello, Cesspit Prince. How are you? Right. We are going to go for our weekly battle royal. Wherever it is. Why can I never find it? Six-way. There we go. It's wheel time, my friends. And it is, of course, once again time for me to desperately try and remember who the bloody champion is. Oh god, I forgot Bobby Babalooni won the women's championship, didn't she? Christ, she beat Emma the Bear. That was a big upset. Really big upset there. It's the Red Thunder. Oh my god, how could I possibly forget this? The Red Thunder Man is, of course, our current Aldi Red Thunder champion. Poetic. The Thunderhood dream has come true for the Red Thunder Man. Now, though, let's get that bloody wheel on screen and let's get spinning. There it is. And here we go. Spider Pants is on the wheel. So we could see Spider Pants because of that. Admin, you're already in a match, my man. We are spinning again. Scandal Penguin. Called by the wheel. Next. Senor Joe called by the wheel. There we go. 3 spots remain. And who do we have now challenging for the Red Thunder title? It is Pistian is in the main event. We're spinning again. Still 3 spaces remaining. Fisher Price Car, who we have not seen for a while, challenging for the Red Thunder Championship. 2 more spaces. Ann Horse. That's a different Anne. Ann Horse, there we go. And the final slot is going to go to Steven Seagal, both members of the Birds of Prey in this match. Can they coexist? The answer is probably no. Get off my screen, Will. Get off my screen. There we go. So we're starting things off with the Aldi Red Thunder Championship Battle Royal, kicking off BENXT with a bang. I'll take a photo for my running order and then we'll get cracking on with the entrances here. Kicking things off with the champion himself, the Red Thunder Man. Let's get going. Predictions will be live in a short while. Get those BENXT bucks at the ready.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the All-Star Ring Total Championship.
Yes. And here we go. The Red Thunder Man fulfilled his destiny last week on BENXT, or rather a couple of weeks ago on BENXT.
Fifth dimension, weighing in at 245
winning the championship that he is named for. I should say, really, winning his championship. It's his, it belongs to him by rights. But this is the first time he's actually been able to capture it. His first title reign on the BENXT roster. When he was over on Pitdown, of course, he was the first ever Pitdown men's world champion. And held the energy drink title on that brand as well, the Lidl Kong Strong title. Currently the Aldi Red Thunder champion, but he knows just what it takes to win this thing. And it's going to be even harder to retain it here tonight. Let's get his first challenger out. And that is, of course, Scandal Penguin, who has held this title before. And
introducing the challenger,
the tale of him winning the championship was one of an unbelievable feat.
weighing in at 233 pounds.
Big Time Pretty Boy eliminated every single other person in the match the time that he won the championship. In the subsequent opportunities he's had to win the Aldi Red Thunder title, he's not had as much success. But tonight is a new night. And this could be the one. Another man who's miraculously not held any championships is this fella.
And introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 275 pounds,
Joe! Senior Joe is here. I don't know how he hasn't won a single championship yet, but he hasn't. Tonight could be the night. Your chances of winning drastic go down. No one knows it better than Joe. He was the subject of this lecture. He is fully aware of what it means when you've got 6 people in a match. You have a 25 at best, outbeat them. So we'll see. Fisher Price car out next, representing the tag team of Road Rage.
representing the cartel from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, the Fisher Price.
Jesus. Fisher Price car has held this title before. And has been sort of flying, or rather driving, under the radar for a little bit recently. We saw her backing up her best friend, the Chevrolet Matisse, when the Chevrolet Matisse was the Pitdown Women's Champion in BENXT Season 1. But since then, there hasn't been an awful lot of screen time for our Fisher Price car. And she'd guarantee herself a spot on next week's show if she captured the gold here tonight for a second time. Oh, sorry, and a fellow beep there. And Ann Horse is also chasing her second Aldi Red Thunder championship tonight. She won it in the month of May. It was a miracle. Looking to become a 2-time champion here tonight.
Introducing the challenger from Kentucky, Ann Horse.
Ann Horse trots into battle as we introduce our final contestant in this match. And it's Scandal Penguin's tag team partner. I said it's Scandal Penguin's here he is. Lots of boos raining down for Steven Seagull.
And introducing the challenger, representing the fabulous Freebirds from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 468 pounds,
Stephen Birdman. We have actually got a surprising number of former champions in this matchup. Steven Seagull has also captured the Aldi Red Thunder Championship in the past. we could be on the precipice of crowning one of many two-time champions here tonight. Or could the Red Thunder Man continue his legacy, build on his destiny, and retain the title here tonight? Let's go to the introductions now, by which I mean mind out for the splat, everybody. Oh, God, there's the first one. Second splat incoming. There it is. Prediction stats, thank you, Trailing Badger. Red Thunderman, 12%. Scandal Penguin, 20%. Senior Joe, 3%. Fisher Price Car, 37%. Anhorse, 28%. Steven Seagull, 0%. Although he did have one BENXT buck wagered on him. Amazing. Thank you very much, Trailing Badger. Right, of course, this is a battle royal. The only way to win is by being the last person standing in the ring. In order to eliminate someone, you have to throw them over the top rope. Both feet have to touch the floor. You're not allowed to leave the ring. So we're looking for eliminations here as Scandal Penguin takes down the Fisher Price car. Champion Red Thunderman going after Anhorse. Inverted scoop slam. Anhorse crashing down on her front there as Fisher Price car and Scandal Penguin teaming up on the champion. And Steven Seagull now taking it to the car as the champion goes after Scandal Penguin yet again. Senior Joe looking to interject here. Fisher Price car gets behind him. It's all a bit chaotic to start this match off. It will get simpler as we start to thin the field here and we start to get some eliminations. Fisher Price car I thought was maybe going to go for an elimination attempt, but didn't do so. Yes, so there is a wiki. Yeah, it is unfortunately woefully outdated. It is a community creation, yes. If anyone wants to update it, you're welcome. But it should give a decent overview of who people are. Right. There is an elimination attempt in the corner. The champion, the Aldi Red Thunderman, looking to eliminate Scandal Penguin, unsuccessfully though. Off the ropes. Oh, look at that. The scissor kick there from the champion. Fisher Price car scoops up Anhorse and down she goes. Scandal Penguin and Steven Seagull, of course, are a tag team. As yet, I don't think we've seen them hit each other just yet. And, oh, sit-out pile driver from Steven Seagull. Oh, Anhorse hanging on by a thread here. Fisher Price car doesn't quite get her over the top. She's holding on for dear life, is Anhorse, and able to fight back in. No elimination just yet. Hello, Displaced 80. Welcoming you just in time. Whoa! What was going on? Uh-oh. Steven Seagull maybe about to eliminate the champion here. Red Thunderman clinging on. He is able to battle back inside the ring. Thunderman neck breaker to Steven Seagull. Anhorse sent into the corner by Scandal Penguin. I often mix up Scandal Penguin and Steven Seagull. They have very similar colouring. Up goes Anhorse and Scandal Penguin looking for the first elimination of the match here. Anhorse in a spot of bother. She is able to escape though. And now we've got bird-on-bird violence. It has come down to this, unfortunately. The airplane spin from Steven Seagull to Scandal Penguin. Spinning him round and round and round. He's got to be feeling proper queasy after that. Big clothesline there from the Fisher Price car. Sorry, that's a different car I'm thinking of. Anhorse and Senior Joe battling it out in the background there. And Red Thunderman, quite frankly, probably shouldn't have interjected there. Should have just left them to it. Counter for... Whoa, and there goes Fisher Price car. We've lost someone. We are down to 5 in this match now. Fisher Price car the first to fall at the hands of, I believe it was Steven Seagull. I'm so sorry, Genesis. Your favourite is gone. Red Thunderman still going in this one. Wow, look at that. The champion showcasing his power as Steven Seagull German suplex with the release. Down goes the Red Thunderman. Knee drop over the... Oh, and there goes Scandal Penguin in the background. Anhorse has eliminated Scandal Penguin. I tell you what, Steven Seagull's doing pretty well for himself as a wrestler who only got one BENXT buck predicted in his name. We're down to 4. Gets him up. Does... Oh, Senior Joe sends him over. And Horse going for an elimination, but a counter from Steven Seagull with the basement dropkick drops the Horse. And now, Senior Joe looking to eliminate the champion. We can't see. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's gone! The Red Thunderman's been eliminated. Red Thunderman has been eliminated by Senior Joe. We are guaranteed a new champion here tonight. Imagine if it was Steven Seagull. Whoever wagered that BENXT buck, you've got to let me know. You've got to let me know how many you win if he goes the distance. Red Thunderman, unfortunately, not going to be walking out with his championship tonight as he limps backstage. Up to the top. Could be looking for a muscle buster here from Senior Joe. Gets all of it. But Ann Horse is waiting. Ann Horse stamping on the ankle of Senior Joe. And it's the Horse now who's in full control. I don't really know if you want to go to the top rope in a match like this. Oh, we've got a view of the back of someone's head there as Ann Horse connects with an elbow drop from the top rope. Off the ropes, drop kick. Senior Joe manages to sidestep it. Ann Horse backed up to the rope by Senior Joe, who immediately turns around, recognises that Steven Seagull is hot on his tail there, and a big boot to the beak of Steven Seagull and a senton. Ann Horse. Wow, the power of Ann Horse. That elevated flatliner, and Senior Joe's going to try and crawl to the corner to catch a bit of a breather. Set into the ropes. Miss from a wild strike there by Steven Seagull, and Ann Horse looking for an elimination. Oh, but a counter from Steven. Took too long. Steven takes down Ann Horse. Senior Joe now back to his feet with his robot arm. Ready to rock and roll. He connects with a super kick. Immediately turns his attention to Ann Horse. Picks her up. Sidewalk slam from Joe. Joe looking strong. Joe looking good in this one. Ann Horse chasing her second title. Senior Joe chasing his first. He now formalises the elimination attempt. Ann Horse is up. I don't think she's long for this match, and she's gone. It's down to Joe, and it's down to Steven Seagull. Will it be Steven Seagull becoming a two-time Aldi Red Thunder champion, or will Senior Joe finally capture his first title as part of the BENXT roster? Steven Seagull has him up. Steven Seagull could go all the way. Senior Joe dangling. He's hanging on. Oh, he just stays in there. Steven Seagull could still eliminate him, though. Oh, he's done it! Steven Seagull, with one BENXT buck to his name, has run the gauntlet, and he is your new and now two-time Aldi Red Thunder champion. Please come forward if you wagered the single buck and let me know what you have won here tonight. Oh no! Steven Seagull heard us. He heard us during his entrance. Only one buck on this loser. Oh, man. So who got it? Oh, it was... I can see who it is. It was M7MDXXX Punk off one BENXT buck. They have won 35.4 thousand BENXT bucks. That's got to be an absolutely unbelievable exchange rate there. Incredible. I'm not sure he's going to win. I'm not sure. Can't hurt to just throw a buck on, can it? What a return on investment there. An incredible ROI there. Congratulations. There you are in the chat. Big brain play. Well, unfortunately for the Red Thunder man, and then for Senior Joe, it is Steven Seagull who captures a title tonight, and he is now a two-time Aldi Red Thunder champion. 35.4 thousand BENXT bucks off a single buck. Brilliant work. Proud of you. Nate, thank you for gifting a sub. No. Welcome to the thickness, courtesy of Nate. M7MDXXX Puck. Welcome. You're going to get some more BENXT bucks now. You can wager more than one. In fact, you got loads. Share them. Go on a nice holiday or something. No wide? Gosh. Okay, fine. Can you say please? Wet Dreams and Thick Streams, ahoy hoy, welcome to the thickness 2. M7MDXXX Puck, courtesy of Nate. Thank you, Nate. Can't find the button. I think I'm stuck like this now. Where's the button? Okay, we're fine. We're all right. We're back. Okay, one-on-one action now as Lieutenant Hank Anderson, who I believe might be one half of the BENXT Tag Team Champions. For the last time we checked. For some reason, someone keeps cutting all the tag matches. I'm looking for the guy responsible. I don't know where he is. But I think he's one half of the tag champs, and he's going on-on-one with Kat the Writer, which is lovely to see. YV1, how are you? Thank you so much for the resub. 15 months. I want to say good morning. Is that right? Must be. Good morning to you. Okay. Hard to get a tag title match when someone keeps cutting tag title matches. Yeah, I don't know. It's a complete mystery to me. I don't know who it is. Don't know who's doing it. Lucy Star, hello. Welcome in. Right, let's get stuck in. Predictions are live. You've got 25 seconds left. Hank Anderson, Kat the Writer, one-on-one. This might be a first-time matchup, actually. Let's get stuck in. I'm a bit sick, but we endure, much like the horrors. I'm sorry to hear it. I hope you're able to get rested. I hope you feel better soon.
Welcome to the Detroit experience.
Look at that smug prick. Representing Team Lickett, of course, alongside his best friend Connor.
It's scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the
What
ring.
is up?
Representing Team
Power
Brigham.
Street
Detroit, Michigan.
WCW
Weighing in at
WhatCulture
270 pounds.
Matombo87, thank you very much for the bits. That's really kind. I'm doing alright, thanks, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the VODs. Is that Mr. Krabs? It certainly is. Hank Anderson from Detroit Become Human. One half of the tag champs alongside Connor. Yeah, cool. You're really cool. Your music stopped, so let's crack on. There's a good lad. There we go. And his opponent. It is, of course, Kat the Writer. Hello, Professor Juice. How you doing? How you doing, Rosie? Hope you're well. Thank you for popping in. Why are you not VIP'd? That's the question. Have I pressed the right buttons? Unable to add VIP. All right, well, I'll work on that, because I don't know why that didn't work. Well, welcome in. I hope you've had a lovely day. You guys streaming tonight? I certainly hope you are. Over on Buddy Games. Kat the Writer makes her way into the ring as gracefully as she ever does. Ready to face off against Lieutenant Hank Anderson of the Detroit Police Department. Department? No. Yes? That's how you say it. For some reason I wanted to say department, but that doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? All right. Here we go. The bell has rung. Oh, God, it looked like Hank was winding up for a shot that essentially would have exploded Kat the Writer's head, but fortunately Kat able to lock in a sleeper hold. Hank overpowering, though, able to fight out of it. Yeah, it's Liam and Nico streaming on Buddy Games tonight, playing some Bad Boys 2 because they're bad boys themselves. Excellent, excellent, excuse me. Well, we will, of course, be sending a raid that way once we're finished up here tonight. And I salute their bravery for counter-programming the evil, fictional organisation FIFA. They're doing the Lord's work. Hank has marked his woman here. He's missed a couple of times with those boots, and eventually Kat is able to get out of the way, but doesn't go far enough away. As Hank connects with that, I don't even know what's called, that sort of a diving bear hug. Point of the elbow to the back of the neck of Kat the Writer now. Hank rolls to the outside. I think he anticipated Kat was going out there, and he was correct. Misses with that one, or at least it was a glancing blow. Several strikes from Hank. Kat up onto the shoulders of Hank Anderson. Kat now able to escape. Booker T, you can see, remove his chair and then very quickly realise he can sit back down now, and that's fine. Trowling Badger, thank you so much for the resub. 15 months. Oh, now you show up, Substreet. Sure. Thank you very much, Trowling Badger. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of your modding. prowess. Thank you. Long-time VOD squatter, first-time live stream catcher. Are the BENXT themes available online at all? Finky, welcome in. They certainly are. So the ones that are linked there are the are the Ben Cooper created theme songs. I have since, especially in Season 2 when we've added new wrestlers, added several new wrestlers from the Please Get Back Into the Ring. We don't want another count out. Get back into the ring, please. You're fine. I've added several new songs courtesy of the royalty-free YouTube audio library, but certainly all the good stuff is in that link, and you can go and listen to it at your pleasure, at your leisure. I could have used either one. It's fine. Stop overthinking. It's okay.
No.
Hank Anderson headbutt to the spine of Kat the Writer. That was pretty horrible, actually. Throws her over the top rope. Big right hand and a second connects. And now draping. Could be going for a face buster. Oh, my goodness me. Just a clubbing blow to the back. And down she goes. Trailing Badger, thank you for gifting a sub to Professor Juice. Welcome to the thickness, Professor Juice. Thrilled to have you here. And thank you, Trailing Badger. Thank you very much. Kat the Writer looking to reverse fates here. She throws Hank Anderson over the top rope. She's closing in on a signature. She now has it. That blue bar is full. Nate! Nate, thank you so much for gifting 10 subs to the community. That's really kind of you. I'm going to shout all of those out at the conclusion of this match. Thank you very much, man. That's really kind. I appreciate it. Very, very sweet of you. It helps an awful lot. Oh, Hank has the pin there. Kick out by Kat at 2. And Kat connects, takes down one half of the tag champions. Kat does actually have a finisher. We'll see if she can connect with it. Her finisher is, of course, called That's a Really Good Script. And that's true. That's genuinely true. Hank. Almost a sumo pose there. Spins Kat around. Kat with the counter. Ducks behind. Boot to the lower leg. Lower leg? What's going on tonight? My brain. It's not working. Kat measuring up Hank Anderson. Snapmare takes him down. Locks in the submission again. Sleeper fully in effect. This is, of course, That's a Very Good Script. The submission. It's not worked, though. It's not worked. Hank's been able to escape. Boot to the midsection. Powerbomb position. Kat an awful long way up. At the mercy of the tag team champion, and down she goes. Hank now. Signature in hand. Runs in. Misses. Kat able to get out of the way. Kat grabs a hold. Forearm to the spine. Hank sent into the ropes. Kat drops down. Leaps over. Standing Spanish fly already. That was sort of a hip toss there almost from Kat the Writer. But Hank able to cut her off again. Here we go. Up. Oh, and round she goes. And I think Hank actually threw his back out there. And he crawls into the cover. He's probably hoping, praying that this is the end of it. But Kat's still going. Kat's still alive in this one. And now Hank could be looking for the Team Lick-It finisher. Pop-up powerbomb. And thank you for coming, Kat the Writer. As one half of the tag team champions dispatches Kat with relative ease here tonight. And oh, hang on, huh? It's the women's champion.
Welcome to the...
I'm so unprepared for this. Wait. What's Bobby Babalooni doing out here? Okay, that was it. Oh, God. It always catches me by surprise there. Bobby Babalooni, the BENXT Women's Champion, coming out to confront one half of the Tag Team Champions after that victory. I don't know what kind of rivalry could possibly be going on there. Very interesting, very curious. I completely messed up the timing on the music because I couldn't find the music to play. Whoopsie daisy. Well, goodness me. Up next, we've got a barn burner as the unstoppable E.E. Tim takes on the lovable Michael Jugson. Extra 50s worth of wrestling coming your way in just a moment. But first, I've got to say a big thank you to Nate. Wet Dreams and Thick Streams, ahoy hoy, welcome to the thickness, courtesy of Nate. Lilo Ava, the closer 424, what up Nico? Hey Nico. Ginger Knight 1987, Taylor Jun 94, Iron the Lesser, Playmaker 135, Maltese Sparrow, Rowboat, and Brody Man 31. All of you, welcome in. Please enjoy your subscription benefits ad-free. You get the flipping emotes. If you're a lurker, pop in and say hello. Maybe throw a thank you Nate's way. I'll throw another one Nate's way now. Nate, thank you so much. Really kind. Okay. Surely this could only go one way, right? Right? I mean, Michael Jugson, he's a tricky little freak. You'd never know. Hello? You never know. This could go either way. Either way. Ben, you didn't go wide when I got a sub. When did you get a sub? Did I miss that? Or did this happen before? Was this on a previous stream? Could be why. Wet Dreams and Thick Streams, ahoy, welcome to the Thickness to Genesis. There we go. Two weeks. Gemma, I'm not going to remember that. I can't even remember what I had for bloody breakfast. I fixed it though. We made it right. We made it right now. It's literally just JHN, but I'll take that. Okay. Taylor Jun. It was probably pills. It probably was. It was probably pill breakfast, yeah, let's be honest. Gotta have my pill breakfast. Okay. Here we go, gang. Tim Jugson. Tim, the BENXT men's champion. Michael Jugson. Gosh darned, he would really love an opportunity to win a match or indeed win a title. We'll find out how it goes. Right flipping meow. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's bloody do it. Here we go. Let's do it. It's time. Are you ready? Good, because it's happening. Flush. See you later, Cesspit Prince. Says hello. See you later, Cesspit Prince. Enjoy your lunch. Catch you soon. Booze raining down on the BENXT champion, Tim. He's winding up. He's winding up.
Making his way to the ring, representing Evolution from Stillwater.
Bang!
At 228 pounds, the NXT Men's Champion, Tim.
BENXT Men's Champion Tim, earlier described, possibly fairly, by Bootsy 10 as boring, because he always wins, walks in for potentially another easy night at the office. Will that be the case? Or will he hit the immense, slippery, drugged up stumbling block that is Michael the Jugson. Tim riding a huge wave of momentum, but he could get complacent. He could get complacent. You watch out, Bootsy. He's aiming at you, all right? He heard you. Settling, everyone. The best theme in BENXT is coming your way.
Hey, pop your head further closer. Hey, comfortable there. What's your name?
Michael Jugson.
You're fucking mad, aren't you?
And his opponent from the Psycho.
What have you got, BT?
Garlic and jerk.
100 pounds.
Like, punch worth of garlic. I thought extra 50 worth of garlic.
Did you fall?
Oh, fucking jerk. So nice. So nice.
Go on, us.
Garlic and jerk.
Michael Jugson doing some warm-up squats.
So nice.
Go on, us. Here we go. Championship not on the line tonight, of course. The BENXT chants being yelled by the BENXT faithful in attendance. Tim Jugson or James Worm could throw a real spanner in the works here. Of course, he's not on BENXT, so that's not going to work. So we are going to dismiss this prompt. But it is worth bearing in mind that Grimace has got her briefcase as well. And next time we roll around to Monday Night Babs, she could cash in whenever she bloody wants. Not really, whenever we're prompted, quite frankly, but there we go. Springboard elbow misses. Or in fact, maybe it did connect. I thought Tim got out of the way there, but Jugson has definitely had his garlic here tonight. Look at him, full of beans, or rather full of garlic sauce. Tim able to move out of the way. Big overhand strike from Tim. Springboard crossbody takes down Jugson. And a threatening gesture there from the BENXT champion. Diving European uppercut from the champ. Up to the top rope goes Tim. Jugson down, frog splash from Tim. Tim starting to roll now. We've seen this 1,000 times before, but Tim didn't see that coming. Huge clothesline from Jugson. Springboard elbow drop finds its mark again. Gets Tim back up. And Tim just sort of a friendly slap on the back of the head sends him on his way, but Jugson didn't take kindly to that. Punishing the champion in the corner now. Spins him round. Counter from Tim. Tim back out now. Grabs a hold. Jugson sent into the ropes. Tim grabs him. Spinebuster. Almost looked as impressive as the ones executed by his understudies, the respective tag team champions, Triple Flush and indeed Dave Bautista. Barrow Bulldog from Jugson. Jugson hulking up. What could he be looking to do? Huge kick to the face there. Oh, and hang on. We knew it probably wouldn't be long before we got some potential shenanigans. Is this a fellow member of P-Volution who's come out to help their buddy, EE Tim? Jugson is fully distracted, but as far as we can tell, there's nobody there. There's nobody there, and Jugson's absolutely fallen for the mind games of EE Tim. But Jugson firing back out of the corner, gets him down to a knee. Jugson, Shining Wizard, extra 50's worth of knee, but Tim gets straight back to his feet, and I don't know if Jugson was expecting that. Jugson very much has Tim on the back foot here. But Tim able to counter, and things are brought back to the champion's pace once again. Big right hand. Tim has him up, draping, cutter from the champ. Boos starting to rain down again, and we could be looking for the hidden glade here from Tim, and there it is. Basically beheading Michael Jugson. Now, I'm not sure Michael Jugson's been damaged enough for this to really take effect just yet. And he does still have plenty of fight in him, does Jugson. And Tim, if anything, only motivated there. We're not worthy, said the BENXT universe, except Bootsy. I'm only playing Bootsy. Tim. Uh-oh, Jugson, neckbreaker rolls through. Oh, manages to get the champion down into a pinning position. Referees at an awkward angle, kick out at one. And Jugson, springboard elbow drop finds its mark again. Tim desperately trying to get out the way, but Jugson keeps connecting with those. Top rope. Jugson, wow. Jugson's playing an absolute blinder here, and Tim could be handed his first victory in months here on BENXT, but he's able to kick out. Drops the knee. And Jugson is all sorts of fired up. The strikes from Jugson. What's he looking for here? Powerbomb position, EE Tim, able to counter at just the right time. Tim grabs him. Slams him into the corner and then throws him away. And Tim removing a turnbuckle pad here, a little bit underhanded. I don't know why he's doing that, and Tim could be looking for another hidden glade, potentially. I'm not sure what he could be going for here. Oh no, wiping the slate clean. That leaping impaler DDT, and this could be it for Jugson. It could be as simple as that. No. Jugson still going. Tim, though, is one hidden glade away from victory here tonight. I don't know why the referee left the ring, but there we go. And Tim feels a little bit confused. Referee putting that turnbuckle pad back on. Oh, just connects with the drop kick there. I thought that might miss, actually. Poorly timed on the part of the champ. Tim with a finisher. Biding his time. In no rush whatsoever. As Jugson rolls back in. Jugson on the receiving end of strikes and chops. Tim has him up. And Jugson manages to slither out. Potentially because of all that garlic sauce or something. I don't know. Oh, and Jugson, I think, managed to connect with the referee there. Oh, and that was it. That was the hidden glade. Tim hit the hidden blade, but I think it was just a glancing blow which allowed Jugson to stay on his feet, and now these two are in an exchange of strikes when really Tim should have put this one to bed immediately. I tell you what, Michael Jugson could actually do this thing here. He really could. Tim continuing to strike. Another strike. And Tim going back at it to Jugson. Which man is going to come out of this exchange with the upper hand? Unfortunately for Jugson, it is Tim. And the crowd start to boo as they realise that perhaps this hidden blade is going to be the one that puts this match to bed, and there it is. Tim in full control of this match, and indeed the king of BENXT continues his reign. Jugson, though, absolutely deserves a slap on the back there for his incredible work. That really, very, very easily could have gone Jugson's way at several points, but the prowess and power of Tim, unfortunately for Jugson, just insurmountable here this evening. Congratulations to those of you who wagered in favour of Timmy Two Belts. Front page Timmy Two Belts here. Tim, full of confidence, and quite frankly, who's to blame him? Who's going to stop him? That's the real question. Up next, we've got the singles debut of Will Pisspray. Of course, he does have Pisty and Cage and Piss Stratus of the Undisputed Era in his corner. Admin potentially a little outnumbered here, but that's okay. And Pisty and Cage hopefully will be getting his stretches in, because immediately following that, he challenges for Cannon-Headed Apple Boy's BENXT Wide Championship. And I believe this is the first time Chab is defending this title since winning it at the tail end of Season 1 of BENXT. So, you know, well done, I suppose. Okay. Are we ready? Ben, what is Drinks Fairy Magical Drinks concoction tonight? And how can we get a Drinks Fairy Cocktail of the Week ad spot on BENXT in full costume? Well, I'm afraid to report that while I am drinking out of a red cup, it is just Pepsi. I did drink last week, but you know, it was Billy in the Bank, baby. You got to see that bad boy in style. Drunk. Today, just Pepsi. Popsy Mox for me today. Being good, you know, taking it easy. We got a big I don't know if you heard, but we got a big live show happening on Saturday, and I'm just trying to behave myself ahead of that. Don't want to be going into it feeling rough in any regards. So, being a good boy, drinking plenty of water, having some pepis, all good. I'm gonna have some. This is your sign to have some water while you wager your BENXT bucks. You've got just under a minute remaining. I'm sorry I keep smacking my water bottle into the microphone. That's the second time I've done that. The important thing is that I have not drawn attention to it. So we can continue as normal. Will Pisspray with an awful... Will Pisspray win? Wager now. Will Pisspray in action against Admin. And that's coming your way. Right pissing now. No championships on the line in this one, though. Almost a bit of a tryout for Will here. We've seen him a couple of times, but I think in multi-man matches where wheels were spun. Will Pisspray with Pisty and Cage and Piss Stratus alongside him. All members, of course, of the Undisputed Era. Fellow members include Piss Jericho, the recently dethroned Undisputed Pit Down Men's Champion. That came at the hands, of course, of Simon Miller. And Seth Pissin Rollins. Not here tonight. I'd say Will's got enough backup, though. he doesn't win. And it would be a shocker to me. Admin very much up against it tonight. Awful lot of potential interference at ringside. Let's get him out here. Where's, oh, there's Piston. He's just hanging out. Well, he doesn't want to pull a muscle, does he? Again, he has a big match next. He's got a big match next. He needs to rest up. That fucking hair, man. It gets me every time. Here he is. He's got his backpack. He's got his little satchel. He's got his utility belt. They're full of calculators. They're full of notepads. Full of spreadsheets. I hear he's even got a portable laminator in his backpack. You want anything laminated? This is your guy. Admin. He can do it. He can do it. See you later. What's going on? See you later, Batman Phantom. Have a lovely evening. Admin. He doesn't lack for confidence. You can say that much about him. Will Pisspray. Admin. First time matchup here tonight. Referee calls for the bell. And Will Pisspray just does a flip. Very much like his real life counterpart. Of course, Will Pisspray is also a real man. Genuinely very real man. Springboard moonsault from Admin. Beautiful. I wonder if he took notes on how to do that. I imagine he did. Wrenching the arm of Will Pisspray back. Admin. Continuing the offense here, but Will able to hook the leg. Dragon screw leg whip. Going after the cruciate ligaments. Going to make it difficult for Admin to walk, but I tell you what, he's looking pretty sturdy right now. He has him up. And, oh, goodness me, backwards he goes, and Admin's still not done him. Wow, look at Admin go. An impressive submission maneuver here. Will, though, able to fight out of it. A big chop from the Essex boy. And now we're doing this again. I really do need to go into the sliders and ideally turn this thing either completely off or its frequency right down. Because we're doing this again. We are exchanging blows. And we are just 2 minutes away from fictional sports happening. If you're going to stick around and watch the very real wrestling, I appreciate you. I salute you. It means a lot. There will, of course, be... I will, Pisspray, of course, be putting a little score counter in the top left so we can try and keep tabs on things without taking up all our attention. But in the meantime, these two are battering each other, and Admin has got Will Pisspray on the ropes. Face first goes Will in the corner. Admin, counter from Will. Whoa, Admin flies over, bounces off the ropes, ducks under, elbow. Down goes Will. And Admin hulking up. Oh, and I thought there were enough members of the Undisputed Era out here, but apparently there are more. I don't know who it could be. Once again, though, Admin seems to be distracted, but there's nobody there. We've got 3 of the 5 members of the Undisputed Era right here, and Will Pisspray only too happy to take advantage. Referee nearly got clobbered there. Up goes, oh, Admin, and then hung out to dry. A timely distraction yet again. 2 matches in a row. We saw... Oh no, and now we could be looking at the Hidden Blade, actually. Very similar to the Hidden Glade, but totally different. Will Pisspray into the cover, taking advantage of the distraction. Clearly slipped a fiver into the pockets of someone in the production truck. Will. Enziguri takes down Admin. And he's looking confident. Admin back to his feet. Spring, oh, misses with that kick. Admin now. Springboard drop kick takes down Will. And the sports are happening. Admin has him up. Into the cover. Oh, and a kick out by Will. There we are. Right, I'm paying attention again now. Fight forever chance the universe. Oh, and a spear from Admin. Admin just throwing everything at Will Pisspray here. And this is where Piston Cage at ringside is really going to pay off, because he's distracting Admin at the very moment that, quite frankly, Admin could have put this match to bed. He hasn't bought quite enough time, though. Oh, super kick from Will Pisspray busts Admin open, but Admin able to counter the second one, sends him into the ropes. Big spine buster from Admin into the cover again. Will Pisspray be put down off the spine buster? No. Admin to the middle rope. Oh, drops the elbow again. Will not looking so hot in this one so far. Will sent into the ropes. Bloody hell, all the way up. Impressive power from Admin, and now Admin could be looking to close in on a victory here. Face first. That is, of course, the spreadsheet. And I believe Will Pisspray is out for the count. No, he's not. Well, that is very impressive. Admin played that absolutely perfectly. The fact that Will Pisspray is still going is unbelievable. But he's back to his feet. He's taken him down twice. Catches the leg, hooks the other one. Down goes Admin. Will Pisspray now has a signature. Is he going to be able to hit the big offense to get the big victory here in front of his undisputed era buddies? He kicks the side of the head, super kick. Right on the nose. Will now looking to assert his dominance. Grabs Admin. Admin lawn darted face first off, and then a big boot to follow it up from Will. Standing shooting star press. Admin gets out of the way. What a match between these two. Unbelievable. Takes him down with a drop kick to the knee. Will rolling to the outside. Trying to catch his breath here. Admin follows him out. Will teetering. Oh! Almost a dirty deeds there from Admin. Ref to a count of 2. Admin climbs back into the ring after sending Will in there. Admin still not in possession of a signature or a finisher. Will Pisspray, on the other hand, has both. And if he can get it... Oh, and he's got him! Beautiful manoeuvre there from Will. And he's still got his biggest moves ready to go. He drags Admin onto that BENXT logo. But Admin's able to counter out of it. Will still just not able to connect with any of his big moves. Now could be a perfect opportunity. Boot to the midsection. Double underhook. Looking for Stormbreaker, and he gets all of it. What an incredible maneuver there from Will Pisspray, who decides not to go for the cover. Instead, he sits Admin up gingerly, pulls him back to his feet, and then just kicks him in the face. But Admin with the counter and a clothesline, and Will Pisspray, I have to say, that is a tactical error on the part of Will. Admin, seeing his own blood there, motivated, connects with that diving elbow. And I simply do not know which of these two men is going to walk out of this one with the victory. It's Will's turn to be very gently propped up on a knee, and Will able to counter this time. Will runs towards him, but ducks behind, grabs a hold, lifts him up, spins him around. Wow, look at that. Into the cover. Referee is just realising that that's a pin. Oh, goodness me, and that's still not quite going to do it. Will really needs to connect with this signature here. I don't really know what the audience is chanting there, but I'm sure it's significant. Admin back up to his feet. Will Pisspray. Will use his signature here. We will see. We will see. Spins him round. Will gets him up on his shoulders. Tucks the head. Super kick to the face. Absolutely no way to protect himself. Admin ate all of that. And now, surely, Will Pisspray can connect with the killing blow. No. Admin with the counter. Of course. What else would he do? Lose? I doubt it. Will Pisspray manages to roll out. Sends Admin into the ropes. Does a backflip off him for some reason. Big clothesline. Admin crumples down. If I were Will, I'd maybe go for the cover here. Will says no. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wake Admin up, and then I'm going to go for a springboard move that's going to miss. No, he connects with it. Phenomenal forearm. Very good. Will going for his signature. Countered by Admin. Will Pisspray gets out the way. Will now Sends admin into the ropes. Does another backflip off him. Again, for some reason. Not really sure why. Does Will Pisspray do that? Does he do that? I'm not entirely sure. And Will drops a knee over the back of the neck of admin, who stands up even faster than Will does. Absolutely unbelievable. Side Russian leg sweep, and there goes Will on the outside. Referee starts his count. Count of 3, and you can see the blood stains on the edge of the ring there. Gnarly stuff. Leaving it all on the line here tonight. These guys do realise that this isn't for a championship, right? They do realise that... Oh, and an elbow drop again. Referee will restart the count. Will back to his feet. Admin. Hurricane Rana. Whoa. Standing corkscrew splash from the incredibly athletic Will Pisspray. Count of 5. Will gesturing for something else now. Referee to a count of 6. Does he realise they need to get back into the ring? Oh my God, springboard cutter. It looks a little weird, but he did it. Referee up to a count of 7. Let's get the action back in the ring now. 8 count. In goes Will. Count of 9. Will, you don't want to count out victory. You know, I said this doesn't happen anymore, and then it's happened twice in half an hour. Will Pisspray will go down as the victor here tonight, but perhaps not in the manner that any of us would consider decent or honourable. Will Pisspray with the count-out victory. Instant classic. For the record, that is a 4.5-star match rating there. And I don't know what the audience saw, but quite frankly, I find it hard to agree with that. But it's a huge upswing in momentum for the Undisputed Era, who immediately go into our main event, and this time are challenging for a championship. Unbelievable. What a piss taker. Well, he got his win. Admin, though, I think, probably deserved to win that one. Doesn't matter. Will gets his first victory, but it doesn't come at the hands of a pinfall or a submission. It was arguably not very decisive. It wasn't a very decisive victory, was it? Count-out victory will do the job, though. The fans love the count-out. They live for it. It's their favourite. Piston Cage should probably stay out there because he's in action now, as should Piss Stratus, but I imagine he's probably going to go backstage, and now he's coming back out again. Championship is on the line. Cannon-headed Appleboy versus Piston Cage. Piston Cage challenging for his first major singles championship, by which I mean I believe he's held an Aldi Red Thunder title before. But this is his actual, honest-to-God, first mid-card title opportunity. Can he wrestle it away from Brot Means Bread, a faction that has been on a bit of an upswing given German Cheggers managed to capture the Tesco KX Championship on Monday Night Babs? Can Cannon-headed Appleboy cling to his title? That is the question on everyone's lips, and that is the question we are going to answer right now. Get those BENXT bucks wagered. You have 1 minute left. Down to Mike Rome.
Is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the NXT Worldwide Championship.
Hey, Pippa. She's having a nap. She's having a nap. Pierce it down. That's the wrong one. A comedy of errors in the production truck tonight. Someone labelled all these buttons too similarly. No idea who though. Oh! Piss Breaker there on the right, accompanied by Piston Cage, who is of course wearing his tattooed turtleneck here. Can he win the gold? I feel like I've said enough about the Undisputed Era. I believe it's time to bring out our champion. Let's do it. Our champion. Our champion? Yeah, how do we feel about that? Huh? Someone needs to have a word with this little fella anyway, because he's clearly put a massive dent in the front of this title. I don't know how he's done it. Oh crap! It's meant to be presented in wide. Okay, we did it. The wide champion is, of course, customarily presented in wide vision, and we will maintain the wide vision for the introductions, courtesy of our ring announcer, Mike Rome. Let's go to that right now. Look at that beautiful wide title. BENXT.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 219 pounds, Pierce Ian.
Pistian is what that was meant to be. Pistian is here.
From Berlin, Germany.
He's so low down.
100 pounds,
It's just his head.
NXT Worldwide Champion, Little Cannon.
Little Cannon Boy, Cannon-headed Apple Boy, the wide champion. He won this title at BENXT End of the Road, at the end of BENXT Season 1. Season 2, this is his first defense, and we're a good couple of months in at this point. Look how wide he is. Okay, let's go back to normal. Cannon-headed Apple Boy will, of course, now relinquish the championship as far as we're concerned at this point. The championship is in no man's land, unless, of course, this ends via count-out, in which case Chab will retain. And there is that title. Here we go. Pistian Cage. The weight of the world on his shoulders. Chab, the weight of Brotmean's bread on his little shoulders. And immediately these two just start punching each other in the face. And I wish James Worm would just chill out, because he really wants to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Several strikes from Chab. Slingshot over the top rope. This our main event here in BENXT. Oh, and Pistian Cage manages to sidestep with relative ease. And a big headbutt. Misses with the knee, though. Champion manages to get out of the way. Chab grabs him, sends him into the ropes. Pistian with the counter. These two are in for a real battle here. Repeated strikes, and now pump handle. What's he looking for? Oh, pump handle driver. Jesus, it's a bit early in the night for that. But a kick out and nothing. Chab not nearly damaged enough yet to fall victim to such a horrendous move. Pistian Cage drives a knee into the elbow joint, or indeed elbow pit, of the champion, Cannon-headed Apple Boy. Chab backed up in the corner. And referee trying to separate them. Oh, but a cheap shot from the challenger, and that has busted the champion over. Not that you're going to be able to not that you're going to be able to tell, seeing as Chab is completely red. Big right hand from Pistian Cage. Northern Light suplex. Carries on through. Oh, and look at the power into a brain buster from Pistian Cage. And I believe Pistratus just slid a chair into the ring, which will not be of much use here. Chab with the counter. Pistian. At the mercy of the champ now. Rabbit punch to the face drops the challenger. Pistian rolls out of the way, walks into a drop kick instead. Pistian Cage very close to a signature now. Hello, Mudnug, how are you? Working, looking for bats, but thought I'd pop by. That sounds very interesting. I hope it's going well for you. The wrestling's happening. At the moment, Chab is defending his wide championship against Pistian Cage. Big back suplex there from Pistian. Up to the top rope goes Pistian Cage. Chab in the drop zone. What is Pistian looking to do here? Big splash. Oh, and that was his signature. Oh, and hang on just a second. I don't know which member of Brotmean's bread this might be, so I'm just going to play Chab's music. Does Chab have a bit of backup here? Oh, no. Look out behind you, Pistian. You're not alone. It's the Winkler. Oh, and he gets... Oh, no. The Winkler attempted to attack Pistian Cage with a sledgehammer, and Pistian managed to get out the way of it. Doesn't get out the way of that Big right hand, though. And wow, that gamble did not pay off at all. Into the cover immediately goes Piston Cage. Is this going to do it? No. Chab kicks out. Chab still going. Blimey. Chab rolls out the way. Pistratus looking to be a menace again. Oh, the Unpissier. The Unpissier from Piston. This could be it. Championship could change hands right here. Is Piston Cage about to win the wide championship? No, Chab with the kick out. And that was Piston's most powerful move there. The Unpissier. And Chab. Oh, Chab goes low. This is exactly how Chab won the championship at the end of BENXT Season 1. But the referee is distracted, courtesy of Pistratus having removed the turnbuckle pad. Chab goes for Old Faithful. He goes low, punches Piston right in the cage, and it didn't pay off. It did not pay off for him. And the champion looking to capitalize on this nefarious bit of dirty dealings here. It's difficult to say which of these two is actually the heel and which is the face. I think they might both be baddies, considering quite how much cheating has gone on so far. Piston sweeps the leg. Oh, he grabs it. He's going for an ankle lock, actually, as Piston Cage. Rope break, though. Chab able to get to the ropes. And Pistratus has moved around on the outside. Not sure why that is. Piston sends Chab into the ropes, and Piston turns Chab inside out over that knee. Gets Chab to a kneeling position. I think he was trying to run off the ropes again. He's got a bit confused. That's okay. Decides to go for a boot instead, but takes way too much time, and now the champion is in control again. Chab calling for it. Chab's got a signature and a finisher. And Piston could be in trouble here. Piston very sensibly elects to roll to the outside, and then, okay, well, it's all a bit confusing, but Chab's the one who connects with that spinning kick. Oh, rolling thunder there from Chab. And Chab now has 2 finishers. He can't get Piston back in the ring. Please, not a count out. Chab fortunately has now broken the count, so it will reset 2-1. That's another rule, by the way, if you're unfamiliar. If you go back in the ring and then come back out again, the count resets any time an active participant leaves the ring. Chab to the top rope. He's pointing at him. Oh my god, how much air did he have there? It didn't work, though. I think it might have been because Piston was stood in the wrong spot. The count has reset once again. We are at a count of 3. Right hands from Chab. Oh, and now it's Piston Cage who's been busted open. What a main event we have here. I mean, we might not have it for much longer if they don't get back in the bloody ring. Referee to a count of 6. Chab needs to get Piston Cage in the ring. He needs to stop fucking about. We cannot have this happen again. We can't have this happen again. Chab back in. Referee desperately calling for Piston to join him. Referee to a count of 9. Chab resets the count to 1. Piston comes to, grabs the tiny, horrible red flipper, and a T-bone suplex from Piston Cage. Piston grabs the arm. Just kicks him in the face. I really wish these two would get back in the ring. This is absurd. Can we please have a button for next year's game 2K that is just get back in the bloody ring? Piston back in. And now I think Chab's going to follow. We're sorted. Piston is taunting, and I think he's going to pay for it because Chab's going to look for the Chab driver. He's got him. Oh, the sit-out Chab driver. And now what's going on? More interference in this match. This time at the hands of the Undisputed Era. And who's going to answer the call for the Undisputed Era? He's facing the wrong fucking way. Oh, the Jude Piss effect from Piss Jericho. He's over here from Pip Down, and Piston Cage is crawling into the cover. He's going the wrong way though. Piston. Oh, he gets to the cover. Not like this. Not like this. Chab is going to lose due to shenanigans. We have a new champion. We have a new champion here. And it was at the hands of the former Pip Down Undisputed Men's Champion. An absolute blinder there played by the Undisputed Era, pulling out all the stops to make sure their man walks away with the title here tonight. We have a new wide champion, and his name is Piston Cage. Let's get wide.
Here is your winner, and new NXT Worldwide Champion, Piston.
Big Piston has done it. He's won the big one. And the Undisputed Era once again hold gold on BENXT. I will say that was a pretty fucking sick match that I did enjoy. That was good fun. Love a bit of shenanigans. Love a bit of Shannon's guns, you know? That's enough of that. Come on, you've won now, alright? Let it go. Let it go. Now, my friends, we will be moving on to Pip Down in just a moment. I'm going to go and have a chat with tonight's successful... Let's try that sentence again. Strike that. I'm going to go and have a chat with one of the winners from tonight. We'll go with that take, please. EE Tim. I'll be just a moment. Don't go anywhere. The wrestling will continue momentarily. We get to spin another wheel. We're going to defend another energy drink title. Bear with me. I'll be back in just a moment. Tim update for you. I asked him if he thought it was coming home, and he said, it's already home, baby, and then he slapped his belt and then he punched me in the face. So, sort of par for the course, really, isn't it, with that guy? Just a thoroughly unpleasant man. Okay, let's move on to Pip Down, everybody. Next show, let's see what we are being given by Default. Oh boy, do we love Default. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Blimey. We like this theme, don't we? Silas the Dog Boy, with Dr. Anal Hill in his corner, fresh off unsuccessfully challenging for the Pip Down tag team titles at Billy in the Bank. Takes on Judas of the Las Poke Hermanas. There we are, I said the right name. Silas. Pacitti Dust and Sergeant Pacitti take on the tag team champions in a non-title match. I am actually going to keep that one because we haven't had a tag match in a while. Disco Gary goes one-on-one with a very normal fish, and there's nothing wrong with that. Randy Honk. Why is Randy honking here? Hang on, what? Why is Rim Flair... Okay, so Rim Flair is on Monday Night Babs. I don't know why he's here. It should be Dave Bautista and Randy Honking. They're the Pip Down Tag Team Champions. Why is Rim Flair here? I don't understand that. Anyway, Randy Honking's going to go one-on-one with Hideo Kojima for some reason. And in our main event, wow, that's a hell of a match. The Pip Down Women's Champion. Did Mona Wanks win it? Oh my god, I actually can't remember. What happened? Who's our champion? Let's double check. It says here, it's still Jill Sandwich. Okay, Jill Sandwich is still the champ, I believe. So, Jill Sandwich, the champion, is not defending the title, but she is going up against Mona Wanks and the former champion, Barb Pistotio. So, there we go. That's exciting. We do need to cut a match, though. I'm going to cut this one. I think I'm going to cut that one because we've got enough P-Volution on this show, quite frankly. So, I'm going to get rid of it. There we go. Yes, I did. I moved Mikey across to Monday Night Babs so we could do the Vidiots title, but then I took him off again. So I'm assuming Rim Flair's only been drafted in because these guys are in the same stable. But why it would prioritize Rim Flair over, I don't know, Dave Bautista's actual tag team partner that he holds the gold with, who bloody knows, quite frankly. Either way, though, we're going to spin a wheel now. Are you excited? I bloody am. And it's going to be a tables match for the Little Kong Strong Championship. Get out of there. Hello, Simon. What are you doing? So, where are our champions? I've gone past him. Champion. Pippa the Cat, you are the Butterfield champion. That's who you are. Simon Miller's the undisputed champion. Silas the Dog Boy is going to have to do double duty tonight. Now, I know we do like to avoid this, but in the case where it's the champion, they often do have to do double duty because that's just the nature of things. Anybody else that comes up on the wheel, though, we will respin. But Silas the Dog Boy, double duty tonight. He's going to wear his Sunday best because he's defending his title. So there we go. And now let's get this bloody wheel spinning. Are you ready? Wheel. 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 There it is. We spin. The first challenger is Chunk Boy. The Titanic Chunk Boy, called by the wheel. Next entrant is My Chemical Johnson. There he is. Oh, he's challenging for a title, isn't he? And I believe it was BTJ last week who said he should have a special outfit for title matches like Peter and Ben do. And I did my best. Introducing Parrot Boy. 2 spaces remain. Oh, you can't even see it. Introducing Parrot Boy. 2 spaces remain. Here we go. Try again. Fanny! Fanny, Fanny, Fanny. We got any number 1 Fanny fans in the audience tonight? Make yourselves heard. Where is she? Where is she? Where? Huh? Where's Fanny? Why is Fanny not here? Where's Fanny at? Has anyone seen Fanny? Fanny, where you at? Fanny? Fanny? Fanny, where are you? I'm checking my spreadsheet now. Where's Fanny? Has anyone seen Fanny? Where's Fanny? Where's Fanny, though? Guys, where's Fanny? Fanny's not appearing in my list of wrestlers. Which show is she assigned to? She's definitely on the right show. Yeah. Fanny, Pip Down. What? It just goes from D to G. Oh no, where's Fanny? Okay, well, I'll add Jeff Keighley temporarily, and we'll go and check. We'll back out and double check she's assigned to the right show. She should be, though. Is she injured? I don't know. Oh, is she under M? Oh my God, you're right. She is, because she's got her shoot name, hasn't she? She's Miley Fanny Fan. Chris, thank you. We've solved it. We've solved the mystery of the missing Fanny. Look, there. She's Miley Fanny Fan, isn't she? That's what the. Anyway, right, final spin. Here we go. Mystery solved. It's Brian Michael Bendis. BMB is the final entrant. Okay, here we go. Brian. The championship is Silas the Dog Boy's Little Kong Strong title. And that's a great looking match card. There we are. Right, we are starting with Silas the Dog Boy with Dr. Hill in his corner, taking on Judas. Predictions will be live in now. The predictions are live now. Predict away. I thought we outlawed this sort of thing. Yeah, probably shouldn't have a dog boy fight a chicken, should we? But, you know, if you can't do it on BENXT, where are you going to do it? You've got to get out of your system somehow. Let's do it virtually and gamble. I mean, predict. All about it. Right. Music's queued up. Let's freaking go. Oh, I turned that off way too soon. Let's freaking go. Get ready to rave, everyone. You don't really rave to this music.
Time, or is it too late? Have I already decided my fate? I try to keep a little hope, but I'm hanging on the road.
These two looking to bounce back tonight after a disappointing outing at Billy in the Bank, unsuccessful in challenging for the tag titles. And it could go from bad to worse here. Silas the Dog Boy hoping to pick up a relatively simple victory here in this opening match. And later on he's got to defend that Little Kong Strong Championship in a tables match. Big night at the office for these two.
Do I have time, or is it too late?
The magical powers of Dr. Hill.
Have I already decided mine? I try to keep a little hope, but I'm hanging on the road, and all I see while I fall are just pictures on the wall.
Oh, so spooky, so spooky. An entrance befitting a champion there for Silas the Dog Boy. And now here comes a Pidgey, I suppose, or something. Who gives a shit? Imagine if commentators were that dismissive in real life. It's Christian.
And his opponent, representing the Monsters,
Judas making her way down to the ring. Judas is no slouch, so although Silas the Dog Boy I'm sure would have loved an easy night at the office here, you are looking at a former Pit Down Tag Team Champion. She's held the very title that Dr. Hill and Silas crave so much. And Silas might be looking to put a bit of a beating on Judas as a result, but we shall see. Pidgey versus Dog Boy underway, and Judas immediately surprises Silas the Dog Boy, flying out of the gate and taking him down. Massive splash from Silas turns things around pretty fast there. Silas gets a foot in the face, and now the two just sort of tussling for possession, and Judas manages to back the much bigger Silas up into the corner. And a break, but Silas able to take advantage and into something of a bear hug here, or rather a dog boy hug, and Judas in agonizing pain but able to rain down a couple of elbows which will break the hold, and a clap for good measure. Overhand strike does not connect. Silas the Dog Boy able to counter it. Belly to belly, just throwing Judas around. I didn't know Judas knew fly, but she definitely does now. As Silas the Dog Boy just plants her beak first into the canvas. And what's he doing? He's dogging up. He's dogging up. Silas the Dog Boy launches himself over, and the curator making his presence known, and then he jumps back down again. Early cover kick out at 1. Kip up from Judas. Judas sends Silas into the ropes. Off the ropes goes Silas, under Judas, and Judas manages to do some sort of like uppercut, almost to the crotch of Silas, who connects with a headbutt. And that's a fair trade as far as I'm concerned. And another headbutt. Judas maybe now regretting getting into the ring this evening, with Silas the Dog Boy, the little Kong Strong champion who clambers to the top rope. Not necessarily at home here, but he just basically falls on top of Judas. Oh, and he's biting the hand. Oh, sorry, the wing. He's biting the wing of Judas into the cover. 2 count. Crowd enthusiastically chanting 3, but it was not that. Big strikes now from Judas connecting, and Silas has no answer, no defense at all. Silas manages to back up, winds up for a big swing of his own, but it was countered. And now, oh, and again, Judas with the counter, back and forth. Now Silas grabs a hold. Big strike drops Judas. Judas back to her feet. Silas manages to connect first into a power bomb. Up goes Judas. Silas walking very far with her, and there goes Judas face first. Silas steps over the top rope in a manner that only a dog boy of his stature can. Diving headbutt misses. Judas with a big kick to the mush of Silas the Dog Boy. Judas clambers back in. Judas clambers back out, goes to the top rope. Silas the Dog, little bit of confusion here between these two, but Judas manages to kick him in the face. Silas, what are you doing? I don't know what Silas was doing there. He just sort of waited until he was kicked in the face. Into the cover. Referee is there. Kick out of 1. Judas continuing the offense. And now Dr. Hill providing a timely distraction for Silas the Dog Boy, who gets back to his feet. Kicks her in the stomach. Has her up. But Judas with the counter. I believe Silas the Dog Boy was going for his signature there, and Judas has countered it, so Silas has nothing now, and Judas has everything. Silas, though, huge move. Planting Judas and then stamping, just walking across the torso of Judas. Silas the Dog Boy continues, grabs a hold, big clubbing blow to the back. Oh my God, face first she goes again, and what's this now? Shannon Guns appear to be happening. Is this another member of... It's Bonklin. Bonklin has come out to potentially come to the aid of Judas, and Silas the Dog Boy is absolutely transfixed here. He doesn't know what to do, and in the background you can see Judas getting back to her feet, and Silas really needs to turn around, get his head in the game. Quick roll-up, referee is there. Kick out before even the count of 1. That didn't necessarily work the way that perhaps Bonklin and Judas wanted it to, and Silas with Judas up on his shoulders. Oh, a titanic gut buster there. And Silas, what's he looking to do from the middle rope? The little Kong Strong champion misses. And Judas able to cut him down. And Judas now with a finisher in tow. Silas needs to be careful if he's going to walk out of this one with the victory. Judas grabs him, scoops him up. Oh, but the weight of Silas the Dog Boy just too much for Judas. And Silas feeling it. Silas exciting. And he slingshots in, shoulder tackle, and Silas now could be closing in on his finisher, could be looking to put this thing down for good. Oh, and he's choking the life out of Judas. We've seen him win this match, win matches like this a number of times. Judas just dangling there. That is absolutely horrible, but Judas able to escape incredibly. Judas manages to escape that devastating hold, standing shooting star press, and now it's Silas the Dog Boy who's in trouble. Kick out. Judas has 2 finishers to her name. 2. And Silas the Dog Boy has but a signature. And Silas with the counter. If he can hit this signature here, it could be over. Big slam from Silas. And that's going to do it. Silas the Dog Boy wins off, what was that, a boss man slam? I was so unprepared for it to end that way. Oh, but hang on, Silas isn't done. And they threaten the referee runs for his life, and the curator directing tracker, but here's Duronk here to save her tag team partner, and she chases off Silas the Dog Boy and Dr. Hill. And that's what I call a genuine pokey friendship. It'll be a victory here tonight. Wrong music. Come on, production truck. What are you doing, man? It'll be a victory here tonight for Dr. Hill and Silas the Dog Boy, but Duronk able to protect Judas from further damage. Judas, though, and Duronk potentially not done yet with Silas and Dr. Hill. Absolutely disastrous night in the production truck tonight. Terrible camera angles, music misfires. Sometimes the music is not playing at all. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Well, we're closing in towards half-time now in the fictional sport, and currently it's 0-0. Riveting half of football that I have not watched, and so therefore cannot pass judgment upon. I've been watching a real sport, as have all of you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It's time for the Pachitis to go at it against two of EE Tim's P-Volution. Now, of course, as we mentioned a minute ago, it's a bit weird, this tag team, because while they are both members of P-Volution, Rim Flair is actually a tag champion over on Monday Night Babs. And Dave Bautista is a tag champion here on Pip Down. And his tag team partner, Randy Honking, is not in this match. And I don't understand. I don't really know why the game has done this, but regardless, Adam's family go one-on-one with two different sets of tag team champions, which is really weird. But again, it'll be an interesting one. Let's see if the Pachitis can get a big win here. I finished speaking way too soon. Let's see if the Pachitis can get a big win here. Brilliant. Oh. Sorry, I kept talking over Mike Rome there. I wasn't sure when he was going to finish speaking. These men have not yet won a tag team championship. A winner over these two tonight would hopefully move them up the rankings, you would imagine, fairly considerably. Only one title between them, and that is Pachiti Dust, who did win the Little Kong Strong Championship at one point. And that's it. And now let's see this pair of Franken champions. Whenever they're ready. Come on down, gang. What a weird thing is happening here. Two different tag champs from different shows teaming together instead of with their partners. I don't understand.
At a combined weight of 535 pounds, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Leviathan Dave Bautista
And Ric Flair, yep. P-Volution, close enough. Dave Bautista in his third reign with the Pip Down Tag Team titles, again with Randy Honking, not Rim Flair. And Rim Flair, former BENXT Tag Team Champion, former Aldi Red Thunder Champion, now over on Monday Night Babs, the incumbent Monday Night Babs Tag Team Champion, alongside Triple Flush, who is not here because it's not his show. So they need to bloody get, quite frankly. Either way, we'll see if the chemistry that they clearly have with other members of P-Volution will carry over here. And it'll be Pachiti Dust starting things for P-Volution. Big Dave starting things. No, hang on. Pachiti Dust starting things for Adam's family. And Big Dave's starting to think for P-Evolution. I think my brain is about to leak out of my ears. I think that's what's happening here. Dave Bautista asserting himself early on. Maybe there were multiple blow-ups P-Evolution needed to deal with. Yeah, maybe there was an E.E. Tim crisis, and they were like, I'm not coming out. I only want to talk to Randy Honking. But actually, we know Randy Honking actually had a match after this, didn't he? We cut it, but he did have a match, so that still doesn't make any sense. Weird. Anyway, Rim Flare is now the legal man. Rim Flare, Pachiti Dust going at it. Rim grabs Pachiti Dust, sends him into friendly territory, goes for the tag, but Pachiti Dust able to counter. Pachiti Dust goes behind. Side Russian leg sweep. Down goes Rim Flare. Pachiti Dust walking over, going to make the tag, and in comes Sergeant Pachiti, the bigger man of the two, arguably the powerhouse. Rim Flare sent for a ride by Pachiti Dust. He rolls out of the way, and a massive clothesline comes flying in from Sergeant Pachiti. Definitely said his name right that time. And Sergeant Pachiti going to work on the leg of Rim Flare, which is rather ironic considering Rim Flare's finishing maneuver is a leg submission. I suppose it would be pretty hard to lock one of those in if you've got a dead leg now, wouldn't it? Rim Flare, though, with the counter, rolls up and a rope break immediately. The referee spotted that. Nicely done. Good officiating here on Friday Night Pip Down. Belly to back suplex from Rim Flare. Boos. You can hear them echoing around the arena as the Leviathan Dave Bautista, the Pip Down Tag Team Champion, enters the ring. Pachiti Dust back to his feet. And sent into the corner, and now we might see a bit of tag team offense, and I think that's what we're going to get. Rim Flare now legal. And they get him up. Double gutbuster. Sergeant Pachiti in a spot of bother there at the hands of P-Evolution. And Pachiti Dust desperately calling for a tag, and that is a failing really on Rim Flare's part. He should know better than that. Should have been able to cut that off at the pass, but Pachiti Dust flies into the ring like a bat out of hell, connects with a bulldog, and I think he's now biting the hand of Rim Flare, which is rather unhygienic, but, you know, to each their own. May a thousand blossoms bloom, etc. It is now half-time in the fictional sport. No score as yet. Sergeant Pachiti, Air Pachiti, flies through the skies and connects with the shoulder tackle. Rim Flare down. Sergeant Pachiti, ooh, miss with the knee drop. Sergeant Pachiti picked back up. Rim Flare now potentially looking for a tag, but countered by the Sergeant. And just hammered down in the corner by Mr. Pachiti. And now just choking him as well, right in front of his tag partner. Only thing he can do is watch on. He could come in and break it up, of course, but then we would be party to the dreaded X, and there it is. Speak of the devil, that X now. Dave Bautista came in to break it up, so now Dave is unable to interfere, get into the ring in any capacity until he is tagged in. Rim Flare on his own in this one. Ducks behind, grabs a hold, takes him down. Good work from Rim Flare. Everyone booing, though. I think people are booing P-Evolution, and I also think people are booing Adam's family. No, they're not. There was a bit of a cheer there for Sergeant Pachiti. Tag made. Pachiti Dust legal. And it's the Dust. And it's the Leviathan. And Pachiti Dust takes down Big Dave. Continuing on the offense. No man yet is near a signature maneuver. I said that. And as soon as Pachiti Dust connected with that move, he actually got pretty close to his signature. His head, of course, being in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Dave Bautista sent shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Brutal stuff. And Pachiti Dust trying to keep up the offense. Dave sent back into enemy territory. Counters, though, preventing the tag. Ducks behind. Grabs a hold, back suplex turned into a Uranagi, beautifully executed there by Dave Bautista. Pachiti Dust does now have a signature, Dave getting close to one, rolling neck snap. The boos still raining down as Pachiti Dust able to counter and connects with a forearm. Pachiti Dust sends Dave into his own tag team partner, but actually that worked out rather well as Sergeant Pacitti now going to try and interject here as Pacitti Dust is just swinging wildly on a spear from Big Dave. And Big Dave just cut Pacitti Dust in half and took care of the other half of Adam's family as well. And the referee will, of course, start his count. This is not going to necessarily be very good. Jawbreaker for Adam's family. Counter from Dave. Get back in the ring. Referee at a count of 6 now. Send him the wrong way. And Dave is now going to get in the ring. Very well done, Dave. Dave, full of confidence. Count of 8. Pacitti Dust is not moving. Count of 9. No, we're going to have another one. Not another one. They've patched it. They must have patched it. They must have patched it. It's happened again. Our 3rd count out of the night. Why did I have to say it? Why did I have to say it? Very, very valid point raised earlier on. Can you raise the? Can you raise it to 20? And then Muggins over here said, "Oh, it doesn't happen very often." And it's, you know, sometimes it's quite funny when it does happen. Rubbish. 3 times in one night. Bad writing. Bad writing indeed. Rim flare. Oh no. Thank you very much, RT Detox, for that one. I'm actually going to play it again because I'm so used to hearing Carla say lol 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 for ages that one felt like sort of strangely understated and quite polite. Almost, you know what? She actually sounded like she was kind of done. You know, she's kind of fed up with that match.
Yeah. Lol lol lol.
Lol lol lol. Just shrugs in Italian. Yeah, disappointing going to that match, but the makeshift team of Dave Bautista and Rim Flair did get the victory, even though it was really fucking weird. Okay, we've got one more match, I imagine, before the end of this evening's stream, so buckle up. Disco Gary returns from the dead to take on a very, very unproblematic fish. Just a normal fish. Just there's nothing wrong with it, and that's okay. It's absolutely fine. Don't even worry about it. It's just a normal fish. Why are you looking at me like that? It's just a fish. Just a normal fish. You calm down. No, you're raising your voice. No, I will not be quiet. I'm being quiet. No, you be calm. All right, Disco Gary's in action now. Are you ready? Predictions will be with you in just a moment. Final match of the stream. Bet big, because next week there will be no football, which I've decided is related to how much BENXT bucks you. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just get into. You know what? You've actually really thrown me there by telling me to calm down. Okay, I am calm. I'm having a fictional argument with myself. I think I need to go to bed, guys. All right, Disco Gary. Actually, can't do it. My microphone's too close.
Representing the Monsters from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 314 pounds,
Disco! That was weird. Disco Gary, I think you're right, Ginger Knight, could well be making his Season 2 debut here, as is the totally innocent normal fish. And I will hear no criticism. Disco Gary is here. You often forget as well quite how huge Disco Gary is until you get him in there against someone else. And you'll see quite how massive he is in just a moment. Big Gaza in action against the fish. Now, why are they booing his dancing? It's brilliant. I wish I could dance like that. Terrible. A Fisher, yeah, good enough, close enough. He's going the wrong way. Come back. The ring's that way. Just a normal fish. The puffer fish is here. You're looking at a former Butterfield champion over on Pit Down, making his Monday Night Babs debut, his Season 2 debut. Disco Gary, no titles to his name as yet. Big test for both of these two men. Who's going to get their first dub of the season? Let's crack on. Disco Gary, 55% of the BENXT bucks. And you know what? They're both two big boys, but Disco Gary definitely has the height and the reach advantage. Big overhand chop and slap there, and a clothesline returned in kind from the pufferfish. And they're having a little dance now. You would think that this would benefit Disco Gary, and it has. And they're dancing again. And Disco Gary does another dance move, still in control, courtesy of dancing. Pufferfish being outdanced rather magnificently here by Gary, and Gary ends that little couples exchange with an arm drag. You cannot outdance Gary. And Gary continuing to stomp down. On the pufferfish, who connects with a big gut punch there, and then a right hand and a slap. Disco Gary looking to return in kind. Only the one hit there, and another counter from the pufferfish, who absolutely has Disco Gary's number here in this striking exchange. And it's going to be Disco Gary who falls face first to the canvas. Pufferfish not to be trifled with in a game of strikes. Oh, but Disco Gary with a STO, a little bit of moniker there, beckoning for the pufferfish to get back to his feet. He cannot resist. He must, and he does. Disco Gary gets him up on his shoulders, but pufferfish with the counter. Referee watching on in awe, as are we all. These two, very evenly matched here. Currently lots and lots of counters. No one Gary has a counter for all that the pufferfish has. Does that sentence make sense? I'm not sure. Spinebuster from the pufferfish, who now has a signature. Up to the middle rope. Elbow drop right to the face of Disco Gary. Practically crumpled the helmet he's wearing there. Or indeed, that is just part of his face. It's difficult to tell. And now potentially trying to remove the helmet, or maybe that is part of his face. There of Disco Gary. Very disrespectful. Very disco-respectful. Gary walks over. Gary very close to having a signature of his own. And he does now have it. Both participants in this match boast a signature. German suplex with the release, courtesy of Disco Gary. Pufferfish, though, comes flying back in with the strikes. Belly-to-belly suplex, and Disco Gary nearly took out the referee there. Oh, and a headbutt with a bit of torque on it. And it's the pufferfish now who's firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, second headbutt doesn't find its mark. Disco Gary has the pufferfish up on his shoulder. Running power slam. Impressive. Gary, slight, powerful. Technically not a dragon, I think. I always forget. Disco Gary to the top rope. He's looking to fly, and he does, and he connects. And that was actually his signature. That must have been Slam, I assume, right? That's a Pokemon move. But Gary looking to go for the kill. Can he go for his finish here? Oh, but he misses. Pufferfish managed to get out of the way, as he somehow always does, which is very good. Gary sent off the ropes. Pufferfish ducks down again, and just sends him up and all the way down. Pufferfish pacing just a little bit to the middle rope. And now he's beckoning for Disco Gary to get to his feet. Pufferfish closing in on a signature. Oh, but Disco Gary with a massive drop kick, sending the pufferfish flying, and Gary could be going for his finisher now. Let's see if he can get it. No. Pufferfish with the counter. Is the pufferfish going to go for his finisher instead? World's Strongest Slam. That was actually it. I think actually, sorry, the name is the World's Least Problematic Slam. Is Disco Gary about to dive for a second time? Surely not. And the pufferfish can't quite get the job done. Not quite. We're not worthy. Chant the audience. I'm inclined to disagree, as I have done several times this evening. Pufferfish could well be going for a signature. And Disco Gary, if he connects with this, it's probably all over for him, but Gary connecting with a few big strikes. Gary sends Pufferfish into the ropes, picks him all the way up, but the Pufferfish with the counter. Pufferfish now has his signature. What is Disco Gary going to do here? Has him up. Referee getting trapped in the corner there. Slams him in, just throws him across the ring. Diving headbutt connects as well. And things not looking good for Disco Gary. Right in the deep water of this matchup. It's been back and forth the whole way. Disco Gary had a really big error earlier on when he lost his finisher to the Pufferfish, and this could be it. Pufferfish up to the top rope. Big slam. Oh, but Gary got his feet up. Gary got his knees up, and Gary has now stolen the signature maneuver. This is the moment Gary needs to connect, and there it is. Massive, massive lariat, and he might be well trying to connect with his finisher, immediately following up. Oh, but how does that even happen? He managed to teleport backwards so the Pufferfish grabbed his legs. I don't understand it. Either way, the Pufferfish and Disco Gary both have a finisher. Gary sent face first into the turnbuckle. Middle rope, Pufferfish calling for it. I don't know what it is, but he's calling for it regardless. Gary stumbles back to his feet. He misses, and Gary able to connect with an elbow. And this is the moment Gary needs to hit the big move. He needs to hit his finisher here. I'm not sure what it is, but this... Oh, he's gone for a sleeper. Oh, and he's got all of it. Is the Pufferfish going to tap out? Is he going to pass out? No. The Pufferfish, quite frankly, far too easily manages to escape the hold, and Gary could be walking straight in to the world's least problematic slam, but no. Gary connects first. Gary sets up the Pufferfish on the ropes. Forearm to the spine. And again, going for a third one. Yes. Grabs him again, spins him around. Pufferfish now picked up by Gary on the shoulder of Disco Gary, and face first goes to Pufferfish in the corner. Disco Gary falls into the cover. Is this going to be it? Is Disco Gary going to put away the Pufferfish? No. No, he is not. And Gary looking to follow up, looking to continue this momentum. Oh, but a dragon leg screw there. Rather ironically delivered to Disco Gary. Boot to the midsection. Sent into the ropes. Is it time for the puff-up powerbomb? Puff-up powerbomb from the Pufferfish. And that's going to be it for Disco Gary, surely. Pufferfish gets one on the scoreboard. No! How on earth did Disco Gary kick out of that one? Gary just getting his shoulder off the mat at the very last second. Pufferfish entering crisis mode now. Middle ropes beckons for him to get up. Diving shoulder tackle. Gary is down again. Spins him round. What's the Pufferfish looking to do here? Gary says no. Face first goes the Pufferfish. And momentum swings back to Gary now. Disco never dies. Indeed. Pufferfish sent over the top rope. Gary, don't send him outside. It's going to be a count out again. We all know it's going to be a count out. Gary, stay in the ring. Gary, stay in the ring. Stay in the ring, Gary. The referee begins her count. Stamping on the hands. The referee has not yet begun her count. Now she begins her count. Knee drop misses on the outside. Come on, let's get back in the ring. Chaps, let's get back in the ring. Come on, boys. That's it. In the ring now. Pufferfish. No, that's not it. That's not how that works. Count of three now. Referee begging, pleading, please. We cannot have 3 countouts in the same night. Or would it be 4? I can't remember. Is it a 4th countout if this is a countout? Headbutt from the Pufferfish. Gary is very nearly stunned. Please. Please. It's going to be a countout. The Pufferfish is going to win via countout. Throw him in. Throw him in the ring. Throw him in the ring. Throw him in the ring. Oh, thank God. Oh, he's done it. Okay, it's fine. Right. Pufferfish, quite frankly, can do whatever he wants now, as long as it's not a countout. Pufferfish to the top rope. Finisher in tow. Big diving headbutt connects. Gary getting back to his feet, or trying his very, very best. He's doing his best. And Gary with the counter. Gary now desperately trying, clawing. Will he be the one who gets the first win of his Season 2 career? Manages to bust open the Pufferfish, slams him down. Gary, gingerly, going to the top rope. What could he be looking to do? Gary connects with slam. No, he doesn't. The knee's got up. The pufferfish managed to counter Gary's signature maneuver. Could now be going for a second puff-up powerbomb. Doesn't. Big clothesline takes down Gary. Not what I would have done, pufferfish, but fair enough. We're only 7 minutes over time. You do whatever you want. Pufferfish sending Gary into the ropes. Ducks under again. Referee does not know what to do with herself. Connect again with a clothesline. Pufferfish potentially could be mucking about too much here. Gary with the counter. This is what the pufferfish should have been afraid of. Although the pufferfish has now countered, getting back into the ring. Gary is ready. Big clothesline. Down goes the pufferfish. Gary dragging the pufferfish on that sacred pip down symbol in the middle of the ring. And what could Gary be looking to go for? Taken too long. Pufferfish with the counter. Scooping up. Was going for the world's least problematic slam, but Gary countered. Stole that finisher, and I believe the pufferfish actually stole a finisher from Gary a minute ago. You're not going to win off a clothesline, are you, pufferfish? This would be chef's kiss, wouldn't it? At least it's not a count out. At least it's not a count out. At least it's not a count out. The pufferfish wins off the devastating clothesline. But the important thing is that we have a decisive winner. Wow. What a night of action here.
Here is your winner.
Instant classic. Instant classic. Unbelievable. Wow, what a match. To be fair, it was a good match. It was a good match. The underdog victorious there. The pufferfish defeating Disco Gary in both of their Season 2 debuts. Disco Gary dead once more. Disco may never die, but Gary does. Now, my friends, this draws to a close our streams for this week. I hope you've enjoyed them. Thank you for bearing with me through the various technical hiccups, especially on Monday. We've done it. We made it. Next week, we go at it again. Spider Mondays, Dead Space Tuesdays, and BENXT, where we will be starting with the Little Kong Strong Championship table defense on Wednesday. If you're coming to the show this weekend, hello. If you're coming to the show this weekend, I can't wait to see you. If you have any last minute questions or queries, please feel free to hop over to the Worst Games Ever Discord. We are on hand and we're happy to answer any concerns that you may have. And if you're not able to come, there will of course be a version uploaded, both video and audio, after the fact. You're going to have to bear with us, though it might end up being a week or so before it goes live, because we want to make sure we put out the best possible version we can, and we're recording with multiple different camera angles, so it all needs to be cut together. So bear with us, but you will be able to watch it when it's ready. Right, we're going to raid Buddy Games now. Enjoy the sports if you're doing sports. It's not a real username. I've typed their name in wrong. Buddy Games with 2 S's. Is that not right? Have they changed their name? I thought they had 2 S's on the end. Maybe they've changed it. That's right. I thought it had 2 S's on. They must have... That's not a Mandela effect thing, right? They've definitely renamed themselves since last time. Okay. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your week. And I'll see you soon. Bye!